Okay. Hi guys, welcome back. I know it's been a little bit, but we're finally back. I'm sure my mic's actually on. It is back on. Hi guys. Hope you're all doing well. It's been 2 weeks. I know I keep saying I'm gonna stream in between the time, and I just don't. I get too busy. I've had a pretty productive couple of weeks. First, my car's braking system stopped working, and so I had to fix that. And then, just yesterday, I got a flat tire. So that was really cool. I've always described it as whenever in like the cartoons when they plug a hole and a new one opens. That's how I describe that. Good way to describe what's going on with my car. Cool stuff. So, kind of landlocked for now. But, that's besides the point. We're back here to play some new, not D&D anymore. You've probably already seen by now, but in case you haven't, the new name of the series is the Roaring Twenties. That is the name I've given to the scope of TTRPG play that is here on this channel, and potentially off it at some point. I feel like we needed a more like RPG neutral name instead of just D&Deej. I also learned that there is somebody that goes by D&Deej on Twitter and other places, so I don't want to hark on that brand name or infringe on that at all. So, the Roaring Twenties. I saw no one else was using it, so why not? With that in mind, now if you press that exclamation point, the Roaring Twenties. Sorry, no. Exclamation point Roaring 20s in the chat. That is the new command where you will find the YouTube channel for the Roaring Twenties, all of our VODs posted so far, and the upload schedule, which is every Monday at 12 p.m. EST for the VODs that are live today. I've been thinking about it a little bit. I think at some point I am going to move off of Twitch with the D&D stuff and probably focus more on live streaming on the YouTube channel, just to make things more organized and to kind of compartmentalize it. I know people here probably follow for the D&D content, as that's mainly what I've been streaming for the past few months, outside of other games every now and then. But I think we'll make that switch eventually so that things are way easier to organize. And then Deejon will return to being a standard variety streaming, gaming streaming kind of channel. Okay. Besides that, any other announcements we're trying to think of? Oh yes, Matt and Angela, who are Isa and FaZe players respectively, cannot make it today. In their stead, I'll be playing as their characters instead, and we'll see how it goes. With that in mind, I think we're good to cut on over and begin playing some D&D. As we return to the Puppets of Chaos. Separate strings. Hello.
I like.
No.
Hello.
Hey.
Hey, how's it going?
So hard.
Yeah.
How's it going?
You have
Uh-oh.
to take notes about
Epic.
like playing Dungeons and Dragons.
Who takes notes? Not me.
Go.
That's what we're saying. Like player side, it's so easy to take notes, but DM side, I completely fucking forget.
That's really funny.
Oh no, for real. It'll be like, okay, they say something like about that, and my notes are I go into the transcript of the last session and then hopefully find
So
it.
you
in
have that at least. Me, I have to be like, fuck, what did they do?
You know, for real. It's like, oh, they want to buy this, they got that, and it's like, holy crap, what like
No,
What
my
do I do about
players
that?
were like, what happened? Like, what did we do? And I'm like, I don't remember.
like that's a great question.
That's why you take the notes.
Yeah. I'm not sure why the stuff on I'm not sure why the overlay's frozen. It's only me and Asherah, it seems. So
The most important character,
Dang.
of course.
dang, okay.
Everyone else
Fair.
can leave the table.
Not yet.
Yeah.
That's later today. But
It's like you said.
yeah, I'm trying to look at the thing right now. You know, it's always fun to get a
Oh my god, you're rounders. That's when.
I know, yeah, I HD'd the the Deejon head. I am going to redo that again and probably make it more in line with what Angela did for you guys, in terms of like the PNG. So it's like I could be wearing the DM cloak or whatever. But yeah, I'm not sure why it's so.
Or you could just be like a random NPC of the day, like, oh, this random NPC is Darian Gaius.
I was talking to Gianna about that a little bit. Where I was like, I could draw a portrait for every single NPC and then pick them when the time comes.
It'd be
Hell
so
yeah,
cool.
that's
No,
a great
sounds
idea.
terrible.
Yeah, exactly.
Go to Pinterest, you type in random D&D man, and
Hmm.
say, hey guys, this is the villain.
Yep, that's him.
It's me.
Oh my
Mhm.
god, you're so creative.
Yeah, I'm not sure why the overlay isn't working. Very cool that it's not working. So I'm gonna hope that at some point it does start working. But in
Hush
the
was
meantime,
actually invisible last time, so this is actually accurate.
perfect. Yeah, it's canon now. It's canon.
Yeah. Everyone else, they're cheating.
Yeah.
Hush works.
Matter of fact, let me just like leave and rejoin the call real quick. And I might fix it. Let's just see.
Okay.
Be right back. Hello.
Hello?
There we go.
Oh, yeah.
It's all fixed.
Whoa.
All right, now
There
I'm
we
gonna turn my
go.
camera on. If I leave the call again, it's probably because Discord crashed. We'll see.
Okay.
Oh, we're good. Awesome. Everything worked out
W.
perfectly. Everything worked out perfectly. Oh yes.
Yay.
Also, and I forgot to mention sort of housekeeping stuff. We do have closed captioning now. It's very in
Where?
beta. If you
Yeah.
go into Twitch and you press the captions, there are now live captions for this.
Hush Fei Asherah Isa. Hush Fei Asherah.
Stop. Faye Bay. Hush.
Hold on, it's catching up. Hold on.
Yep.
This is
Oh yeah, there's a little bit of a delay to it. It looks like.
Live
Ravi,
captions for
Ravi,
this.
Ravi.
Ravi. Yeah, it says Bobby.
Bobby.
Yeah, so as you can see, it's very, very work in progress. But you get the general gist of it at least for anybody at home who may have a limited hearing. So I think with that in mind, if we're all good to start, I'll just start us
Okay.
on a new episode of the Puppets of Chaos. Severed Strings. Woo. Okay. Last time on the Puppets of Chaos, Severed Strings. The sparring symposium went underway. After Frederick inflicted emotional trauma on Iriha, the cattle race kicked off, with the underdogs of Faye and Isa winning first and second place, their competitors' cattle dying to something definitely not Hush's doing. With that afterwards, behind them, preparations began for the main event. The 1v1s kicked off with Faye fighting the rider of one of the deceased cattle. In a rapid-fire clash, hand to gun and dagger, Faye eventually came out victorious. Meanwhile, Ravi, Iriha, and Asherah were making moves to get to Frederick's cubiculum to rescue Huffle, Iriha's mother. As they kept moving, the next fight kicked out. A member of the Good of the Order versus a random half-orc that had tried to escape the city during the tournament. The fight was, unfortunately, over quickly. The half-orc was beheaded in a short matter of time. The next fight was Isa versus a gladiator known to leave no survivors, Barcole the Awful. The two clashed and crossed weapons, but eventually Isa was knocked down. Before he was killed, however, Hush swooped in with invisibility and cured his wounds, keeping him alive. It was at this point when the three approaching Frederick finally made their way in, freezing the guards in place and nabbing Huffle. Turning into birds, Ravi and Asherah carried them out, causing Frederick to announce open season, a bounty of 5,000 gold pieces each, placed on each of our heroes. Hell broke loose in the arena. Fights in the audience erupted and monsters and fighters alike were freed. Amidst the pandemonium, our heroes fended off Frederick, forcing him to retreat into the bowels of the city. With that, they were then led by Karash and Ubada back to the hideouts of the resistance group known as the Defiance, a place they had already gone to before in their own personal investigations. With that ahead of them, what awaits our heroes next? What exactly happened to Frederick? Is the battle still going on outside? And will our heroes outsmart and outwit and defeat the Good of the Order? All that and more on today's episode of the Puppets of Chaos, Severed Strings. Woo. Okay, a bot in chat. Cool, get that ass banned.
Oh, I just reported them.
Yeah, I just banned him. Cool deal.
Nice.
What if they were real?
I've seen that same message all too many times. GTA B.
We just missed out.
We probably did, but that's okay.
They say guarantee the best.
Yeah, you're right. But yes,
Can't lie about that.
Yeah, you're right. As we last left off, our heroes were running out of the arena, being guided by Ubada and Karash as all this is breaking out, all this fighting and fending. The mage hunters going crazy against the other casters. Things are still all in disarray. There's still a lot of uproar going on in the arena, but you guys are able to sneak your way out in the middle of all the chaos. You exit through the front entrance of the Coliseum, and you're now running out into what is essentially a pretty empty-looking the cityscape of Elendril. Not many people are really out right now because they're either in the arena or likely at home. Time's about 9:40 because of all the events going on, and you are left to your own devices. As you run out, what would you like to do?
Well, we're following Ubada, right?
You are, yes. She's kind of trying to make sure she keeps looking back as you guys are running, just ensuring that you all are there.
I'll also keep looking back to
Mhm.
see if people are following us.
Okay. Yeah, it looks like nobody's really caught sight of you guys running out, luckily. There's just so much going on that you were able to sneak right through. Yeah, you keep your eye out looking around, trying to ensure that you're not being watched by anybody, and for the moment it seems like you're good for right now.
Okay.
Ibada's like, come on, this way! And she leads you to, as you guys are running, toward a familiar patch of moss near the wall of a familiar building. And you could watch as she runs over to it, and she kind of puts a little finger to her mouth, gesturing to shush. And then, as she does so, she goes and she pulls the moss up, and rolls it back, and revealing the hole you guys have been through before.
Oh no, we knew that one, but we've been here.
What?
It's not
He
that
told
good
us.
with
He
moss.
told us how to get here, Ubada.
No, did I?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that big reveal was for
Yeah,
nothing.
write that
But
down.
there's more for you, so let's go.
Whatever, I'm sorry, I'm flustered right now. I forget these things. It feels like it's been 2 weeks. And she pulls the thing back and just brings you all inside. And she, she gestures you all inside. Crash jumps down with you guys, just going down the ladder. The narrow, medium-sized hole down below. And you can see just above her, she's the last one to get down. She peels the moss back up and climbs underneath.
Okay.
And you are now back into this little dank area of...
We have Huffle, right?
You do, yes. Huffle's with Iriha right now, as they're both like kind of climbing together,
Yeah.
like one above the other.
God.
Bialdo's also there too,
Oh.
because
Oh.
I asked if he was brought along, and I think you guys said yeah. So
Did we? Okay.
I think Iriha
I
did.
do not remember.
I did, yeah.
Probably.
Iriha did. Mm-hmm.
God damn it.
I know I wasn't there because I had to leave early last time.
You're good, no worries. Yeah. So basically, you know the pandemonium broke out, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's basically what happened at the end of that. Frederick retreated, and he jumped. He actually went down the chute that the bodies were disposed into.
Oh.
Yeah. And
Alright.
with that, you guys are all brought down into this narrow hallway. And you're once again you're reunited with this very familiar-looking round makeshift room with a stone table in the middle, wooden table off to the side with amulets and stuff scattered about. And you can see that Ubada goes to light a tinderbox and just flick the torches on. You hear like the sudden of each flame as it ignites, and igniting the room, and along Isa and Faye and Ravi to see regularly now.
Ooh.
Ubada looks a little bit flustered, just goes to collect herself. She walks over to the wooden table, picks up one of the amulets and just puts it over her head. Crash falls and does the same thing. Should at least keep us concealed for now. I don't think we have... How many of us are there? There are 9
Are
of us.
these amulets of what the fuck are they called?
Of no hose, yeah.
Proof against the divination
Yeah.
from host. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they are. Yeah. Have you seen this before? Oh.
Yeah, we have our own.
I can see. Wow. That's really convenient. Oh, that's the bot. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's convenient.
Ubada.
Yes.
Oh. So, how long have you been in this resistance?
The Defiance. It's been around for a couple of years. We haven't really made too much progress. Hold on. She just tries to slow down a bit, try to get some breath a little bit. And she just kind of breathes from running. Just okay. I think we're good. And no one be too loud. I'm not sure how damp the sound is, but it'd be in our best interest to keep the sound quiet. Luckily, we're in a good amount of time where the rest of the council should be meeting with us soon. But for right now, it's just us. So if anybody else joins us later tonight and they look ready to attack, don't be surprised. I'll disarm the situation. It's just the rest of the council. They're very wary.
How many more people is it? This is like, what, 6 amulets in the wall?
There were 11 on the table. And she says, well, we used to have 11, but our forces have, or at least our council members have dwindled in the past year. 5 of them were caught and subjected to the feeding. Either that or executed. That's as far as I know.
So there's 6 council members. Do you know how many people there are in total in the Defiance?
Oh, the Defiance itself, it's a city-spanning movement. The Elendrell itself has, let's say, around 1,100 people in its walls. And of those, there are 400 members of the Resistance, the Defiance.
All right, that's a good amount.
They're behind the cause, but not all of them are very well versed in fighting or, causing an uproar. That's all there is to it, really.
But hey, power comes in numbers, right?
That it does. There's still a lot of people in the guard, so I'm a bit anxious about that. But luckily, some of our Defiance is in the guard, acting as double agents.
Oh.
Which makes things a bit easier for us.
That
I
must
would
be
say
nice to
so.
have that inside intel.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, yeah, that's what there is to that. Yeah. Why are you guys all here exactly?
Vacation.
Oh. Well, sorry you picked a crappy time, I guess.
Crappy place too.
I'd say it's typically better around this time of year, but it's really not.
Well, we were actually looking for someone, but we have found her.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now what, Iriha? What do you? This is your home.
That's true. I would like the people of this place to be free. That is something that I want.
That'd be pretty nice.
It would be pretty nice.
Was that Ubato?
That was Faye.
Faye. Oh.
Yeah.
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 Hey, Isa, what do you think about this situation?
Yeah, I don't know, Hush. I mean, it's a bit of a,
Just talking.
That was good.
Any goblins to kill?
yeah, no one likes being,
Expected mothers.
held captive.
I hope the claps in my arm.
Ding, 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 ding.
Yeah. Does he have plate armor?
Maybe now we can.
He does, yeah. I think it's half plate.
Disadvantage.
Yeah. Yeah. Thanks, by the way, Hush. I didn't think I'd get knocked back there, but guy was kind of ruthless.
Don't mention it.
Oh, I won't.
Yeah. Sure.
Okay.
Well,
You can see that Ubata and Karash are both kind of just pacing a little bit.
So who are these other council members? They're coming here?
They should, yes. Karash kind of speaks up. Later into the night. It's a bit earlier. We typically meet every other night. But I'm guessing with all the chaos going on, we might see them a bit sooner than expected. Hopefully. That would be at least ideal. I didn't see most of them at the arena, but who knows, maybe they were in the crowd and I just didn't spot them.
So, what's the plan moving forward?
That's a great question. I guess he kind of put a bounty on you guys. I myself don't really have such a need for money like that. And luckily none of us here really do either. But
Yeah.
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 I mean, I can't tell with you pointing to Hush. So, but I guess things fall apart amidst the chaos when things like that happen. I don't know. Your guess is as good as mine.
When things fall apart, you can rebuild.
That is true.
Just some food for.
Well, if I've never, helped with taking over a
Country.
city.
Have you forgotten?
Oh, that was
Taking
we just
over
we just
country.
ran into the castle. That wasn't like a a plan.
There was a riot outside. We
Oh,
had...
that was you, wasn't it?
Yep, that's them.
Ah.
You know,
Did you
it
have a
is just
siege
so
engine?
long ago. I don't exactly remember everything that went down.
Yeah.
And it's not like
You
we
don't
have.
remember everyone that died? Kidding.
It's not like
Very
we have.
real ousting of a king.
It's not like we have a. I mean, okay.
Yeah, that whole thing
Well,
kind
This is our
of
specialty.
kind of brought more people here into the good of the order, so that was cool.
Right. Because the
What?
good of the order.
Yes, the good of the order.
Yeah, a couple of them. I know a
They
couple.
don't like
Hmm?
Milicus.
A lot of them don't like any of the Lithuans, and a couple of the newer members saw the change of crown as an opportunity to go off and do their own thing. And Frederick had a very enticing offer, it seems, and now they offer the services here.
Do you think they're working with the consortium?
Consortium? I know the kingdom is, so I doubt that'd be the case. They're so anti-authority. At least in that regard. At least anti-authority that isn't theirs.
Hmm. So, okay. How? So what? We just kill Frederick and then it'll all be over, or that's kind of what we did with you know.
Ubata just steps up and says, I don't think it's that simple, unfortunately. I mean, I know there are people
Worth a
here.
try.
It could.
It's very strong hush.
It probably
and he
could
has
hurt.
more Sources.
Yeah, I do think that killing him, while no easy feat, would be a good way of bolstering morale of the people. I'm sure there are more people who would be a part of this resistance than what we already have. I think a lot of it's just broken spirits, wounded morale. Being so beat down for the past 15 years really the damper on things.
Well, how should we? Is there? If Frederick were to die, would anyone take over? Who would be the next in line?
Whoever's next in the good of the order.
Which would be who?
Well, they have a span of people they'd pick from. There's Lieutenant Barnaby Watkins. He's also a veteran from the Edinburgh militia. He's slightly younger, but still pretty old. But I think ideally that's who Frederick would put in charge. If not him, then there's a half-elf that he keeps in contact with.
But wouldn't that just be another puppet of Frederick either way? Maybe not Frederick himself, but it's just Frederick's lineage.
Exactly.
So what? We kill all of them?
I think it's dismantling the entire order you'd something you'd have to be doing.
It's a little more than I had planned, but I'm free the weekend.
Yeah, I mean, if you could whittle them off, then that'd be ideal. But
There's only so many nobles.
There's also-
how many people in the resistance? Hundreds.
We also
there are,
will
yes,
have,
but also untrained.
we also have the entire guard looking for us.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. It makes things tough. We could try to isolate and neutralize. Get one while they're alone.
Well,
This
you've
is-
had previous conflicts, right?
Oh,
So
absolutely, yes.
Occasionally gone hot.
Mhm. There's only so
how
much we
you
can
moved
do
around the
with.
city then.
That's the thing. There's only so much we can do on our own without getting punished, executed. Others have tried, and now their chairs remain empty. Kind of looking back at the table with the 11 chairs around it.
Isn't there some sort of underground system that we can walk through or something?
There is that burrow beneath the arena, and we have grounds to believe that there is access to it from the keep as well, but
Yeah.
we think that's where the feeding happens.
That seems like it's the
That also was my theory on it.
yeah,
Mhm.
seems like the most logical place.
But you guys
Also-
have no way of moving yourself?
Not into those grates.
And how have you been moving forces through the city?
Well, we still move around. They don't know that there's a resistance, as far as I know, at least. We've been pretty good about keeping our tracks quiet, keeping our tracks swept up. As far as they know, I just help out with the tavern. As far as they know, it helps to have a good relationship with them as well. Karash here, he is a bit of a shepherd, helping bring in the cattle around the city. So he does have minimal means of access outside of Elendrell. But that's the extent of it. Outside of the couple of council members who are guards in the order. Sometimes it just comes down to being on our best behavior. And so if we strike, it has to be coordinated.
It's the 6th? I thought it was still the 5th.
I think the 6th was the day of the arena fight.
Yes.
Is this the same day?
Not the same.
Yeah, it's a day, yeah, it's a day. So it's the 6th.
Okay.
I'm fairly certain, at least. I think the night before was the 5th, and that was the day gearing up for it.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. Well, I can just verify real quick if anything.
Yeah. I think it is.
Let's see. Yeah.
Is it-
6 is the.
Okay,
huh?
yes.
Yeah, 6 is the day of the thing. Yeah. It's still early in the morning, so.
Okay.
Yep. And it doesn't help much. There's something that Frederick wants, which is that Mythica.
What now?
Yeah. What? Which Mythica?
Well, Ubatis kind of starts. We don't really know much about it. Karash interrupts and says, "I do.
Oh.
I've seen it, actually." Yeah, once. But I think it might have been by accident. I don't quite know. It was weird. I saw it, and it was here, but not exactly. It was more like a whimsical version of here.
Like the Pharaoh?
Is that what they call it?
The other plane that's like this one, but whimsical. Yeah.
I guess it might have been that then. Crash chuckles a little bit. I don't know too much about it. I never really guided that much in my teachings. I think I stumbled upon it by accident. More recently.
As do most great discoveries.
I guess so.
Where was?
It was this massive tree in the woods. It was kind of uprooted a little bit. One of the aurochs I was trying to shepherd ran into it, and I ran after it, and I went into the opening. I came back out, and the world around me was like different, but not. Like the sky was like this vibrant pink, or was it purple? I don't remember, but things just weren't right. There were like bubbles all over the place. There were these like, the grass was like blue, everything was weird, like overgrown. And that's where I saw it too.
What was it exactly? Because there's DJ. There's like multiple Mythica, right?
Yeah. Ravi is one of them. It's like a bow.
Yeah.
The one I saw, huh?
Orcus Rhyme.
Yeah, Arcus Rhyme. The one I saw was like kind of dug into the tree itself. It was like 2 clawed gauntlets.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you think you're the only person to have found this?
I don't know. I mean, I feel like somebody has to have seen that crossing at some point. That tree, at least.
How far is this tree from town?
It's not too far. They don't let me go out too far when I'm helping with the cattle. But it's right north of here, from the gates. It's hard to miss, really. The trees get bigger in the north, but there's this one especially large one, kind of uprooted almost. Big enough to almost fit a whole room into. I walked into it, and I looked back out, and the place looked different.
Can I, while he's talking, can I look at Huffle and like her expression to see if she like, I don't know, recognizes it?
She looks a little bit like understanding, kind of understanding what he's getting at. There's a sense of knowing attributed to it.
Huffle, you've been near the royals, haven't you?
Oh,
Everyone?
yes, I've had no choice, really. They've kind of tasked me with looking for that.
And?
Exactly, yes.
Found it to them?
Well, I didn't know it was so close.
So
They know of it, though.
They do.
how exactly were you helping them find it?
I am very well read, personally. I do know a good deal about the history behind this town, and how one of the first orcs, a soldier, one of who followed the god of nature, one of his champions had forged this weapon, and kind of used it to mold the world around him, the like surrounding landscape, and create what became Elendrell. Probably a lot of poppycock.
Those gauntlets?
Yeah, it's a little far-fetched, but there's this sense of authority and leadership behind it that Frederick really wants it.
Wait, so it's made by Sordom?
Not by Sordom itself,
Oh,
but the name of the champion was Tottingen. Totengen. They call him the first totem warrior.
Oh.
He was very adept with nature. He had a very commanding presence, supposedly.
I see.
Mm-hmm.
Well, how are we going to... We need to get there before Fernsby does.
Yeah, I just didn't know it was so close, and now that kind of makes things a bit more complicated. Huffle chuckles, just because now Karash needs a reason to get back out there. And Karash kind of nods and says, "Yeah, I haven't really been called for cattle lately, just for the symposium, and now that that's over with. Actually, because they died," he puts a hand to his chin, just... that might be all the more reason to go and herd some more. He just kind of nods and like scratches his chin.
But would the city be on lockdown from the riots, or...
It's-
Don't let you out, are they?
It's a high possibility, but I've worked for them as sort of their shepherd. Very, very kind of outside from the circle, outside looking in. They know that I'm good with animals, and I have a stronger attunement to nature than most here. And I can see them requesting of me to go herd some more out. Only problem is I'm typically accompanied by them when I go out and take these on.
Well, how many are you normally accompanied by?
One or two, typically. Nothing insane.
So
They just want to make sure I'm doing my job.
you would go out to find more? Is what you're saying?
More cattle?
Yeah.
I think so. If we just lost... How many died back there? 4?
I think so, yeah.
That could be reason to use them again. I do know that they do make use of some of the better cattle. With Tonka and Piano Man, they're probably not going to want to use those two. Isa says, "Hey!" But I can take a look, and I can make that request, if anything. However, the chances of me being able to have some of you accompany me is slim to none, unless you have means of hiding yourselves.
Well,
There is that bounty, after all.
I can turn.
You
Someone.
can turn?
Yep, I can turn around. I am rotating.
Turn.
Roll to rotate.
20 degrees, nice.
Where's my polymorph? Oh, I don't think I took polymorph. Well, I can change into an auric. Auroch.
Okay.
But I think we need everybody out there. That's the problem.
Yeah, that does kind of complicate things a bit.
And then tomorrow... Wait, can you upcast polymorph to polymorph more people?
I believe you can.
So tomorrow, if we wait tomorrow, because today's still the day of the symposium, right? So...
Oh, sorry, you can't.
Oh, you can't? Okay.
It doesn't say it anywhere in the description.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, tomorrow I could polymorph one other person, and I could also change myself into an auric or something.
Mm-hmm.
Animal. And then Ravi can do himself.
Yeah.
Okay.
Probably would be the rest of our group. Hush can turn invisible
Okay.
For a minute.
for a
Could be
minute.
advantageous, but if we're trying to sneak out of the entire city,
It's
that's
not
what
going to
it is.
be enough. And then Isa and Faye.
That's what I was gonna ask about.
are
Yeah.
there any nearby dungeons? If we get a level up, I can take an invocation, allows me to recast invisibility.
Yeah, it's, yeah, I can't really do any of that invisible stuff, Hush, sorry.
Who said that?
Faye.
Isa. Oh, Faye.
Oh.
Huh.
What else do I have? Let me look at all of my thingamabobs. Let me look at all my spells.
Indeed.
Good. You know,
Isa pipes up and is like, hey, I could command them to look away for like 6
seconds?
Yeah, I mean, it's better than nothing, you know? If you run quickly, then maybe you could keep them busy.
I have.
You do?
I have a.
I can also hold them in place if need
I
be.
have a spell called Confusion.
Oh,
I could also charm person. Can I charm person? And I could also hold person. I also have fog cloud. So it kind of depends on what kind of thing we want to take.
So what's the grand scheme here? We break out, find this tree, find these magic gauntlets, and then use them to kill Fernsby and the rest of the good of the order? Solved?
I think. Well, we also the gauntlets are kind of like a symbol of like. It's kind of like a lore within Elendril, right? It's like a folktale, kind of.
yeah.
So we inspire an uprising as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like I could probably help in inspiring the
It's-
uprising.
That
Oh,
important.
yeah.
Why don't we just fight our way out?
Because I don't think the 6 of us can take down a whole city by ourselves.
Don't have to fight a whole city. Just gotta escape the city.
You just want to brute force it out? They have mages, Hush. They have multiple mages.
I'd like to see them try.
Fialdo kind of pipes up a bit. You know, if you need someone to keep them busy, or at least distracted, I can work a little magic as well.
Yes. Pialdo, 1v60 the city.
He said my name right, let's go!
I could also... I mean, if we wanted a distraction, I can conjure elemental.
Oh.
And
Oh.
just, you know, have him go do something somewhere else for a minute.
Do you want a bigger distraction?
Go on.
We could do both. we could do
we could
both.
do both.
True.
Did anyone die in that last encounter we had, DJ?
Barkle the Awful was digested by the Froghemoth. Yeah, he was eaten up and
He's the only one that
digested.
died.
I believe so. I think Face spared the other guy. I think that's it. I think besides the 4 cattle and Barkle, and probably some civilian casualties from like the uproaring and stuff. Somewhat like there's probably a couple littered deaths here and there. But that's probably about it. And Benkus, the one that was beheaded by Barnaby.
So what you're saying is no blood with 24 hours.
No what?
No blood with 24 hours.
We could just go outside and kill someone real quick if you really wanted to.
Yeah.
LOL.
Murder.
Man,
Actually, when did we kill that
Asherah, Where
mage?
did that come
The
from?
mage was killed roughly 24 hours ago.
You know,
23 hours ago?
It probably wasn't at this time. You probably got there a bit later in the day, so you probably killed him around like 3 or 4 o'clock.
are we doing it right now or are we sleeping first? Because I don't have this spell prepared, so we'd have to sleep.
Yeah, you
Or you
guys
could-
look a little beat up. You might want to take a load off for a little bit. Not really comfortable accommodations here, but by the time you wake up, if you want to meet the rest of the council, or at least what remains, then you have that ability to.
Yeah, I looking at like no wounds, no scratches, no nothing.
Meanwhile, Isa
This is
blood
so
pouring out of
nuts.
his helmet. Like,
Yeah.
Exactly.
Faye's a little scratched up too, actually. Super scratched up.
And I basically did nothing but sit down.
I do have conjure minor elementals, and I can summon like a bunch of
Little methods.
methods. Yeah,
I
and they would just be super annoying. And they explode when they die, so
Oh my.
They do. I remember when that happened.
we could always do that.
This sounds like fun.
I mean, it wouldn't be that hard to just grab a guard,
We could do
shake
both.
him.
We could do both.
Yeah, I mean, you already made one fake his death for a little bit, right? Right, Hush? Isa asks.
Okay, thank you.
Yes.
Yeah,
He's
you
fine.
can just do that again, right?
He's sleeping.
Yeah. Give me 1 hour.
Oh, yeah, totally.
Could also do insect plague, but that's only a 20-foot spear. 20 radius. That's actually a pretty big sphere, but wall of stone.
Well, don't sound. But
Well,
it's not
I-
long.
But that's kind of like a last resort escape kind of thing.
Yeah.
Trying to get out.
Indeed.
Crash kind of pipes up. Well, while you guys figure that out, I'm just gonna go and meditate for a little bit and hopefully come up with the plan as well. And offer any
Okay.
assistance I might need. He kind of just like sits down, crisscross, takes his shepherd's hook / staff out, kind of just like plants it in front of him, and just starts meditating.
Oh my god, he meditates too.
Oh my gosh.
OMG.
Yaldo?
I'm a little beat, but I can take a couple more hits if needed.
We could at least take a short rest, if anything.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's
Okay,
perfectly
yeah,
fine
like-
with me. Be just fine. Actually, hold on, let me check something.
Mm-hmm.
Short or long rest. Short or long rest.
Yep.
I'm being Warlock.
Yeah.
Yeah, singing challenge.
Like, maybe I won't have my Dark One's Blessing and my Dark One's Unlock.
Mhm.
The Warlock.
Be-
Kevin, when does Meta Magic come back? Short rest, right?
Yeah. Let me check features, meta magic. Hello?
Hello.
trying to see here. Does it even say it? Probably at the bottom of the list or something.
Probably. Ooh, okay. Font of Magic, sorcery points. Finish a long,
Long
rest.
rest. It's okay. I just can't do anything cool for like 24 hours. It's fine.
You guys can sleep if you need to.
We could. And then we could do our plan at night if we just sleep now.
That'll help clear the streets.
That would also fuck our sleep schedule.
Nothing wrong with sleeping during the day.
Yeah. I kind of like that idea. Sleep now and then move at night.
All right,
Yeah, move under the cover of the night.
let's do it.
Okay.
Me.
Honk shoe, me. Honk shoe,
Honk
me.
shoe, me.
Honk shoe. Me. Okay.
Rest, long rest.
So everybody take a long rest.
Yeah.
Cast long rest.
Bam, cast a long rest.
Yellow sleeps up.
Oh, BRB.
Alright, no worries. That real quick. Ooh. Okay.
Does anything go bumping?
You guys can hear the sound of like footsteps overhead you, like throughout the time you guys are resting, just like the regular stomp, like of people like passing by. You can hear like the cattle walking through.
What does it sound like?
It's scattered over a large amount of time, so I'd say at some spurts you hear roughly like 5 sets of footsteps. At another point you just hear 1 set, at another point just 1 step, another point 2 steps, 2 sets. It's all scattered. From your best guess, it's probably most likely just townsfolk passing through, but the heavier lobe has the possibility of being, you know, guards or anything like that. Let's skip ahead a little bit.
I mean, during the night, can I maybe hear for 1 set of singular heavy footprints?
Yeah, I'd say make a perception check.
Okay, big money.
Okay.
Big money. 18.
18, okay.
Oh my.
So, at some point you do hear what sounds like 2 sets of cattle walking. They kind of stop nearby. Like, you hear the footsteps kind of stop over you. You hear a little bit of muttering, very muffled because you are underground. You hear muffled muttering from one side, then to the other side. And then they continue.
I peek my head out to see who it is.
Yeah, we'll say you get up, you walk over to the ladders, you go up, kind of peek the moss up a little bit, and you can see on cattle 2 different what appear to be members of the good of the order. One of them seems to be an older human, not Frederick, but reminiscent of the one that you saw during the battle. The guy that looks like Barnaby. Yes, this looks like Barnaby, the one that cut off Benkis's head. And the other one looks like a slightly older looking half-elf, probably about 90 years of age. She seems to be wearing the same kind of armor as Barnaby, albeit a bit more animal hide-like looking. And she travels alongside him.
About how long have we been resting, say, for this to happen?
I'd say at this point, this would probably be about near the tail end of it. So this is like, for a normal long rest, 6 hours past.
So I would have had a short rest. Please.
Yes, but because you're an elf, you would have had a trance by now. So you do have your long rest fully completed at this point. Uh-oh.
What stops me from going Shadow Wizard Money Gang and banishing one of them and kidnapping the other?
Nothing.
We love casting spells.
Sponsored by the Shadow Government.
This song is sponsored by the Shadow Government. Anabolic swag. Okay. Yeah, let me guess I'm pulling out the stat blocks real quick. So it's Goes to... Yeah, okay. Cool deal.
I think I'll wait, because I want to go to the elites.
Okay. Sounds good. So you can see that one of them is Barnaby with his like large kind of not handlebars, mustache, mutton chops, and his just thick mustache with rings around his eyebrows. Just on a cattle, just walking alongside or traveling alongside this this half-elven woman, older with darker skin and black hair. That's what you see.
He's
I
doing
think I'll
his
wait
wall
for a
while sleeping.
future opportunity.
Okay. All right, sounds good. They don't notice you peeking your head out. They're further away from when you see them. But that's what you see.
And this is during like the full day, right?
Yeah, this is around 4. This is around 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock. At like 3:30. This is around when you see them.
I guess I'll keep an eye out, keeping my head out, and maybe wait for like one solitary pair of boots.
Okay. We'll say even closer to the end of the, we'll say like about probably 30 minutes pass, and you can hear this this stomping sound, like, with like you can hear the sound of like kind of chain rattling with it, and you can hear another set of footsteps accompanying it, a bit more heavy sounding, not like a cattle, but still animal-like in nature, accompanying it. Are you still looking up at the? Are you still like looking around?
I would say not to like to the point of like peeking my head out, but hearing out. So if I do peek my head up, I'm trying to be as stealthy as possible about it, not trying to be like, huh, what's that? You know?
Yeah, okay. I'll say with that, make a perception check, but with disadvantage. Just because you're trying to maintain staff.
Big money. It was big money.
Yeah.
Perception. See, +4. That's a dirty 20.
Okay, even with disadvantage.
Big money, 18 and a 16.
Hell yeah. Okay, sweet. Yeah.
Shadow money wizard gang.
You can see you love casting spells. You look out toward the direction of where the footsteps are coming, and you can see now not on a cattle, but you know, kind of solitarily walking along with something. It's Frederick Fernsby. Once more, accompanying him is this weird, grotesque, gray-looking creature. It's pretty big looking. It's walking alongside him with this kind of spiked leash on it. It looks almost dog-like, but not quite. If I had to give it...
Have we seen these things before? Maybe in the arena, or?
You have not. This thing is of large size. It is almost bigger than Frederick, but it is like it is walking like quadrupedally alongside him. It's got, you can see 2 sets of 3 yellowish orange eyes on each side and this kind of gaping jaw. It kind of just gnashes and snaps a little bit as it walks with Frederick. It's like, it's pretty bulky looking too. I would say like almost like a Rottweiler build, but with this like strange, almost alien head. It's like kind of snapping. You can see Frederick kind of yanks at the leash a little bit.
Face of an old man.
No. So wake me up. It just, you can see it just, he's like pulling at the leash a little bit as it kind of snaps, just like, stop that.
And the hideout, it's near the edge of the wall, right?
Yeah, it's near a building. It's next to a building. The moss kind of travels up the building a little bit. You can see that the creature is kind of just like, seems like it's trying to sniff around or something, but it doesn't seem to have that good of a sense of smell. Just kind of like. Just keeps
And this is actually Frederick just walking around casually on his own.
Yep, he does seem to
Eldritch-
have.
Okay.
Oh, you want Eldritch Blast?
No. No.
Okay. You do see behind him are two orcish guards following him in similar looking, haphazardly, almost post-apocalyptic looking armor, like the spiked shoulder guards and helmets, traveling alongside him, carrying axes, walking with him. This creature just like...
From Star Wars, the Gamoran guards.
Yeah! Okay, just think real quick. Okay.
Which isn't too crazy to say, because there's like, this is a town of orcs, so...
Yeah, honestly. Mm-hmm. They are green, yeah. One's green and one's like green-blue. The creature is still just kind of like... nose low to the ground. Sorry, flared nostrils low to the ground. It has this kind of rounded face with these like this big jaw that closes and opens. Just you can hear Frederick say, "Pick anything up, Galvagon."
Stupid name.
This is a very stupid name.
Did you say it out loud?
Stupid person.
No.
If it's just Frederick, I'm gonna once again ignore the.
Yeah, there are two guards behind him. Yeah. You just hear like growling still as it prowls by. It almost seems to claw the snow beneath it a little bit as it walks. Just.
Huh.
Mm-hmm.
What a noise.
Interesting.
Frederick looks back.
You said there's a dog outside.
Oh, I love dogs.
Go check it out.
Why do I feel like that's a trap, Hush?
It is.
Oh, why'd you say so? And yeah, you can hear one of the guards speak out to Frederick a little bit and says, "Should we call the hunters?" Frederick says, If the moment calls for it, then I might just do that, but I don't think the situation calls for it yet. We'll give them a couple more hours to come out, and if not, we'll bring in the hunters. The orc responds with, "Yes, sir." Oh, little pig, come out. Don't make me blow your houses down. That wouldn't be fun now, would it? Come on
It'd
out.
be very fun. That's the game.
Come on out. Let's have a chat, wherever you may be. It'd be quite lovely.
Yeah, but otherwise, I'm not trying to catch that heat, so
Mhm.
if no one dude wants to be like outside peeing alone,
You!
then I'll go back down on my rest.
You hear him call out, "You!" You hear another voice, muffled voice call out from like 20 feet away from where Frederick was. Just, yes, sir? Have you seen the 6 perpetrators? No, sir. If I did, you know, I would say. Why do you sound so nervous, buddy? I just asked you a little question. No, I'm not. I'm sorry. You're just very commanding, and you've got your lapdog with you. So, you know, I don't particularly want any of that to befall me.
How gorgeous is this dog?
Gorgeous?
Yeah, like.
It has a charisma score of 8.
So it's a beautiful looking dog, is what you're saying. This is a nice looking dog.
It's a fugly dog. It's a cute one you want to adopt and let it maul your
It's
children.
like a matter of perspective with some dogs, though, because
Yeah,
like
it's-
some people love pugs, and some pugs are like mouth breathing snot drinkers.
Yeah, it's not even endearing. It's like a souped up shithead Shih Tzu, minus the hair. You know, with 2 sets of 3 eyes on each side, 6 eyes on each side, big old jaw. It's not even like a dog-like head, but it has like dog-like mannerisms. Yeah, I just don't want to talk to the lapdogs. Like, oh, what's that? What's that, Galvagon? You smell it on him? No, he's lying. Stop. It's impossible because I haven't even seen them today. Were you at the arena? I don't know. I skipped out today. I gotta cultivate some crops. You know me, just busy as usual. Nothing here. All right. Well, if an unwarranted search happens to befall your house and they are found there, then you'll be free of your crops and your head. Sound good? You hear like a little like tap sound. It's like, yeah, I got that. I understand. Bye, Galvagon. You can hear like the like growl sound coming from the lapdog creature.
Nice dog.
Relax, Galvagon. You'll get your feed in just time, but I have to feed the.
He's just hungry. He's misunderstood.
You can just hear like a voice that starts to go into a whisper, like, I have to feed the. Much. Blah, 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 blah. Okay? I gotta feed that thing too. You know the drill, Galvagon. I must cultivate it. I must nurture it. I must cultivate it. I must nurture it.
Is this the random ass guy?
No, this is Frederick saying this. Just, Galvagon, I must cultivate it. I must nurture it. I must cultivate it. I must nurture it. I must cultivate it. I must nurture it. But it's got a lot to.
You're that guy's fucking dog.
It's got a lot to feed on, so why should I be worried? Just gotta cultivate it. I must nurture it. I must cultivate it. I must. The voice gets more faint as it gets fainter and fainter. You can just hear him just kind of saying over and over, I must cultivate it. I must nurture it. I must cultivate it. I must nurture it. I must cultivate it. I must nurture it. That's the last that you hear. You don't really hear any more footsteps for the rest of the day.
Who was that?
That was Frederick saying that.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, with that in mind, we'll say the rest of the time goes up. You guys finish your long rests. It's about 5:30 now. Some of you all awaken. Just getting up. Ubata kind of calls out, not much for food down here. We do have rations that we kind of picked off from the guards. Military rations, nothing really flavorful, but quite fulfilling, actually. You get kind of used to it, so eat up if you want some. Kind of passes out like little burlap pouches full of like dried fruits and like jerky.
Thanks.
So, any new ideas?
Murder.
That's always a fun thing to put on the table.
It sure. There we go.
Well, Crash kind of pipes up. I've been thinking. I've been studying this kind of way of channeling magic for a little bit of time now, and I think I have the ability to make kind of plants grow around a bit thicker, make it harder to travel through. You could slow down the pace of the guards that try to chase you. I figured that might be a good way of going about things.
That is a good spell.
Mm-hmm.
Indeed.
Do you
But
you
to
know it?
escape all the guards?
But not all of them.
Which might have ranged attacks.
It
That
is
is-
So
not.
distraction might be a little bit more
Hmm.
enticing for your guard force.
That is true. I don't know. I can try and conjure an elemental, but I've never really experimented with that before.
It's quite the spell. Surprisingly, it doesn't really take that much to do it.
Yeah, it's just a little exerting, that's all.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But I could do it.
Oh. I should have figured from your clothing that you specialize in that kind of magic as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I spent some time with Shiombala.
You have?
Yeah.
I've only read bits and pieces about him. Wow, I mean, I've had to have a very kind of condensed way of teaching myself. They've outlawed a lot of the academia here. Sort of strictened it, and Made a lot of it very hard to access, but luckily I know of some books that have some information, so I've been kind of teaching myself a bit. Nothing on his level though.
No, he's very powerful.
But he is.
He makes good wings.
He
Oh,
does
yeah.
make good wings.
I've heard tales of the abyssal chicken wings that he's crafted. Finest in all of Harakar.
Heck yeah.
Exactly. Well, they are quite the treat. He has them on special occasions.
Wow. So you've met him and you've been on a special occasion with him? That's
Well,
really
you know,
impressive.
I trained with him for like a year and a half-ish, a year. So
That's great.
yeah.
Okay. So we can both make an elemental appear out of the ground, right?
Yes, I was personally thinking. I actually wasn't thinking of. I don't know what kind of elemental to do.
Mhm. There's a lot
Um,
of ground around. That's easy to. I feel like it's easy to make one of the earth be summoned.
Yeah, well, and they could travel,
Yeah.
and they could deal damage to structures. So
I figured they're pretty big, right? At least that's what I've heard.
they are very large.
Have you
Yes.
ever read the novel King Kong?
Oh man.
I have not, but
No, I don't think I have.
I've been to
Then
Skull
it would have been
Island.
to the library.
Oh.
We could. Wanna start a bet, Asherah?
A bet? I'm not one to gamble. Hush.
Well, hush, what are you betting?
Well, you're one with the elements, and I'm one the abyssal. How about a little wager?
You want make
I mean, we need a
uh,
distraction anyways. Want to have a little fun out of it?
Man.
well, I was thinking I would make the earth elemental hit some buildings, but that also works. Maybe
Cool.
take out some of their guard while we're using this 5th level spell.
Collateral.
Right, of course. Okay.
You guys are
But I still
destructive.
need- The resources to cast this, after all, it's not an easy
They
spell.
they
Right,
really
you
are.
need to kill someone for you to
Looking to
summon.
the general rebellion, is there anyone that could get me blood?
Someone who died within the past 24 hours.
Not go kill someone, but
Just go
Maybe
find a
there's,
pile
like-
of bodies.
The pile of bodies was dumped underneath the
yeah.
Well,
Under
there's
the,
no more at all.
Well, there's probably, if you go back to the arena, if they haven't been cleaned up by now, you could probably check and see if there's any civilians there that have passed away.
Who's currently with us here with the good of the order of the rebellion?
The rebellion is good to the order. So the rebellion with you guys right now is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 6 of you guys. There's Bialdo, Ubada, Karash, Huffle. And I will say now, at this point, you can hear some sounds of moss peeling up from above. The ladder climbs down. You hear multiple sets of hands and feet just clinging against the rungs of the ladder. And you see a couple of more people entering. One of them kind of like gasps, like, Ubada says, "Relax, they're with us. They have the same cause we do, and much better tactical planning, it sounds like."
Can I check if they closed the moss when they came in?
Yeah, you go and try to look back up, and you can see that the last one did put the moss back over.
Alright.
You can see now standing before you are 4 more people. One of them is an orc with yellow skin. He's wearing old clothes, like a heavy apron. Seems to have smithing tools on him. Another one is a dwarven one, kind of skinny, pale looking with a really weak mustache, green cloak and black garbs. You see a human wearing clothes similar to the Good of the Order's garbs. Just standard looking human, heavy set. She is, she's got a kind of dirty blonde hair, kind of tied back super tightly. And then you can see an elven woman as well. Looks to be a tavern server, with brown eyes, freckles, and blonde hair and a French braid. She seems to be roughly around 120 years old.
Who was the first person?
First person was an orc with yellow skin, wearing old clothes with a heavy apron. Like smithing tools.
Okay, and then you said a older human woman?
The human was I didn't say the human's age, but the human looks to be a guard in the good of the order.
Okay.
But she's like heavier set, kind of like a thicker build, with like dirty blonde hair tightly tied back. She looks like she's about like probably in her 30s.
And then the elf is like a tavern barkeep.
Yeah.
person?
Blonde hair and a French braid with freckles.
Okay. So I'll turn to
Sorry,
like-
go ahead.
like Ubada and Karash.
Yeah, Ubada and Karash, yeah.
So is this the rest of the council?
Oh, yes, perfect timing, really. I guess they're here a bit earlier, luckily, because all the things going on, all the calamity outside. Cool, I'll just have them introduce themselves, if you all would like to. You can see the orc blacksmith kind of just walks forward and just says, "The name's Trivs."
Tribs?
Trivs.
Oh.
Okay.
The next one to come up is the dwarven one. He says, "Daworn, nice to meet you."
There's a dwarf.
Yeah, his name's Daworn, Daworn.
Man.
And you can see the kind of heavier looking human guard says, "Alina, guard for the good of the order." And then she kind of leans and says, "I'm not actually."
Okay, good.
I blend in really well. Yeah. And then the elven woman says, "Gindrel, at your service." Gindrel. It's Gindrel. Yes,
Well,
Mhm.
I'm Asherah of this group.
That's okay.
the dwarf kind of
Good
like
answer.
the dwarf kind of like bows.
Okay.
And
I'm Ravi.
Of this group, I guess.
Yeah,
that's
I
the
am
group
part of
name.
this group, guys.
Honestly.
An interesting
this
name for sure.
Oh, yeah. We don't have a name.
Mhm.
We're just a group that travels together. You know.
I thought our name was this group.
No.
I thought it was this group, I guess.
Oh no.
We used to have a name, but
You can write it down. I won't bill you for it.
hello. Pebble, calm down.
Wait, where's the pebble?
She's in my living room yelling at me.
Oh no.
She's yelling at me to open the bathroom door, and she's not getting in the bathroom
Aww.
because she has her own bathroom.
Ah.
Well, you know who we are.
Yes, I've heard the tales.
Definitely seen us all.
I have at least. And the dwarf kind of walks forward and says, "You're Iriha, aren't you?"
That's me.
Oh, I knew you'd come back eventually. They all said you were dead.
Well, guess what? I'm alive.
Wonderful news to hear. You'll be championing our rebellion, yes?
Sure, why not?
The human kind of pipes up and says, "I don't know. She didn't seem to have much issue with burning all those bodies."
What are you talking about? Did you see me? I was so close
She
to
didn't
crying.
have much choice. Okay.
I was so close to crying. I disappointed my mom, which made me even more sad.
Huffle kind of leans in and says, "You did what you had to. They were already deceased. I don't hold it against you, my child."
Okay, that's good. But still, it was a lot for me. You don't get to judge how I feel about stuff, man.
Well, I was very far back in the crowd, so I couldn't really see your expression, but Oddly
And
sounds
yeah,
you
jump to conclusions.
Exactly.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's just
All right.
hard to see. I recognize some of those people that were in there. That's all.
You recognize some of the people that were in there, but couldn't see Iriha's distress.
It was the clothing.
Right.
Easier to spot clothing than grimaces or frowns or tears. But that's not why we're here. I'm sorry. I'm causing problems when we shouldn't have them.
Yeah. It's okay though. Always forgiven, I think.
I think so too. Bacon Punch and says, "Hi, I'm Faye, and this is Gus." She tips her hat, and you can see Gus kind of like waving, like. Faye hears the words, "Hello." And then Issa's like, "Oh hi, I'm Isa Benus."
My social security number.
Yes, I'm from Townsville. I've been traveling with these guys a lot. Cool, I think. Cool. Yes, well, luckily you won't find a finer dwarven tactician this side of Heracar. I gather a lot of my inspiration from the great Rubico Corvus Libertatum.
Who?
He's the... Have you not heard of him? He's, he helped, stop that thing in Kuglor, back in Conflier. And then he liberated his kingdom over in Necronia. It's world history stuff. I'm a big history buff. Sorry,
Why don't you get married to him if you love him so much?
I don't. He doesn't. Neither him or I swing that way. First of all. Second of all, it goes to show that I get my ideas from a very good and a very smart individual. That is all. So we're in good hands. And while I've never gotten to use my tactics in battle, just know that I'm sitting on them and I have them at the ready for when the time comes. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so how do you suggest we get out of the city?
Well, typically, what you would do is you'd want to kill all the guards, and then you just make a run for it.
Okay.
From everyone else.
Yeah.
And you kill the guards from taking the life, or he just keeps going on a tangent, and you would have to go and
Maybe it's best those tactics don't see the light of day.
What?
For
okay.
anyone who trusts you safe.
Well,
I just wanted to confirm something. So this man who's talking about, wait, who was the guy that this other guy's talking about? The one in the one that he likes in the historical sense?
Rubico Corvus Libertatum.
There we go.
Stupid name.
That is not my name. That is that's the name that one of the other player characters for the Red Nihil came up with.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine loving the other players so much you make a dedication lore moment to them.
Well, yeah, because
Couldn't be us.
Exactly.
in lore, he liberated his kingdom.
Again, this guy loves him in the
Picking
historical
favorites.
sense.
Yeah.
You know exactly.
All I'm saying, if I were picking favorites, that campaign would still be going. That's all.
How many times was Hush mentioned in that campaign? 0.
Yeah, because the fuck are you doing? We're in Conflier.
Just saying.
All right. Regardless, you can see Koresh pipes over. Just, Tribs, any luck getting any new weapons? Tribs kind of pipes up and says, "Few." And he pulls his pouch out from behind his back and just dumps out a bunch of weapons. Like you can see more hand axes, swords, a couple of crossbows actually.
Oh my.
And Koresh asks, "How'd you get those?" Battlefield. All right, yeah, that makes sense. A lot of them dumped over there. Yeah, just take and grab. Cool deal. I guess it's military grade then. Yup. Yeah. Cool. Okay. So when do you guys want to make the attack?
Koresh, are you able to conjure an elemental?
Yes, I can. I was planning on trying to grab one from the ground. I've never experimented with it before, but I know I can do it.
Okay.
At least know the incantations and the ways of conjuring that. So yeah, I can do it. As long as I don't mess it up.
You'll be fine. So I think we do the distraction. Because when we seized the castle, we had a big distraction.
Uh-huh.
But with 2 earth elementals, that'll be 2 big distractions, right?
That it would. Yeah, that's a really good point.
And then we could just use that distraction and go run the opposite way out, kind of like what Delwarn was suggesting.
Mm-hmm.
Hush, would you be able? Do you need some very specific components? For
A very
your-
dead person.
Right.
Dang, a very dead person?
But
Just kill one of the guards, right?
It's the same guy, the dwarf.
The dwarf, yeah.
Yeah. Yes, but
See?
that might cause more trouble than.
Oh. Yeah. Well, I'm out of ideas
I mean, we
personally.
always can if proceeding get our distractions bigger.
Yeah, if the
Quick.
moment calls for it, we can do that. Let's see, how many people are going to make the run into the what'd you call it, the Fey realm?
Feywild?
Feywild.
Fey-
Feywild. Okay.
I am wild.
I was just about to say that.
I am. Speaking of wild, check out these wild nail colors.
Ooh.
Well, the 6 of us in
Mhm.
this group should go
Okay.
for sure.
Mhm.
Maybe Karash, because
Yeah.
Karash has been there before.
Will my spell work if I continue concentrating on a different plane?
Well, we'll be on
We
a
won't
different
need it
plane at
then.
that point,
Mm-hmm.
and it wouldn't really matter, and we would have done our job.
Okay. Yeah. Perfect. Definitely. Yeah, we can do that. I'm game.
Okay. Well, what does everybody else think?
Sure, whatever, we're ready.
All right.
Just to be 100% clear on the plan,
Mhm.
I just want to make sure 100% what we're doing.
Yeah. So Asherah, that's your name, right, Asherah?
Yes.
Asherah and I are going to conjure from the earth these elementals to cause a big distraction. As far as I know, and she says they're
Okay.
good at dealing damage to objects and just knocking stuff over and just basically causing a giant ruckus. In that time, we'll run into the opening, enter the Feywild, and then we grab the Mythica, hopefully, if it seems to work, and then we come back out. The rest of you guys look into the council. Can you do your best to get the members of the Defiance, all the people, the population that are with us, rally together for Iriha? And the human nods like, we'll make it work. Just
Okay.
don't get hurt by the guards. That's all. No promises.
Okay.
Yeah. What's it called? Does anybody have a sort of magical bag I can borrow to hoard those weapons in?
I do. I have a bag of holding.
I have a bag
Mine
of
are getting
holding
dirty.
too.
I have an empty bag of holding.
Oh, may I lend that for now, just to store the
For
weapons
sure,
in?
yeah.
I think we'll pass that out to the people once the time comes. You can see that Crash kind of goes over and he uses mold earth to kind of move the slab off of the side of the wall and reveals like a whole area full of weapons. You guys already saw this. You moved the slab yourselves, but he shows off the weapons there. We have a couple here already. A few more now, thanks to Trivs. Trivs just nods, and hopefully that'll be enough. Yeah, I'm not sure. Anybody know what Frederick's doing? I didn't see where he went.
He seems to be patrolling the city right now.
Oh, excellent. Great. Anything we should look out for regarding that? Does he...
He has a very cool dog.
Oh, do you mean Galvagon?
Yes, what is that?
I don't know. He's just known as the Order's lapdog. It's not a dog though. It's this really gross, big, fucking ferocious thing. I don't like looking at it. It's always lashing out and snapping. I don't think they train it very well. Admittedly, there's a lot of things they could be doing better, but that's among one of them.
I see.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, that's the extent to which I know.
You don't know what it is at all?
It's,
That's this funky dog?
I think some would call it a monstrosity. But that's the extent.
Just because okay, alright. Gotcha.
I'm into it.
So it's a mixed breed. I gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Monstrosity sounds a little bit worse than just a mixed breed, but okay.
Well, there's so many breeds of dogs out there, you know.
I've never seen a, I don't know what kind of performance enhancing supplements they give that dog, but
Hey, yo.
Probably none. That's like a healthy
It's selective
average
breeding.
dog.
Okay.
Hush Me from the Abyss probably does think that they must have normal dogs. But,
okay, so we go out, we summon elementals, we run. Yes?
I'll stab a guy.
Yeah.
yes.
We're on like the
Seems like
southern entrance, right?
You guys are closer to the southern entrance, yes.
Okay, that'll be perfect. And we just run.
Run north to the forest, find the big tree, it's hard to miss it. And then go from there. Yeah. Great.
Mm-hmm.
A little nerve-wracking, that's all.
Yeah,
We got that.
but I think we can do this.
Yeah. Totes.
Why do you
Whoa, what
sound
does totes
so
mean?
haphazard about it.
Yeah. Who, me?
Okay, guys, hear me out.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna conjure the elemental, and once we get, further away, I'm gonna drop concentration on it. And then I'll cast Pass Without a Trace on us.
Oh, I would have just
Ooh.
not concentrated on it at all.
Yeah.
Oh,
Just let
then
him
do we
go.
risk hurting anybody amidst the chaos?
I mean, it's nighttime. Everyone should be inside by now. Just
Well, it
Yeah.
should hurt
patrols.
guards.
Hopefully. Okay, I'll take your word on it.
Because if we're gonna be destroying buildings, people are probably gonna end up being hurt anyway.
Here, he's gonna pull out some soft clay and give it to, just place it in your hand. For the elemental.
That's it? That's the requirement?
Yeah.
You
Mhm.
just need soft
Yeah,
soft
Every
clay.
murderer,
literally.
man! Every day!
It's also a 5th level spell slot, so yeah.
Mine's also
L class.
Actually, no, it's a fifth level.
L plus warlock plus ratio.
L plus.
Hello,
It's 4th
Warlock.
level, and they're
Yeah.
stronger, arguably.
Yeah. That's why you need blood.
All right.
I'll just shank a guy if I see one.
Alright, just a
Let's
a
go.
minute to cast it.
Takes a minute to cast.
Yeah.
Not a minute to cast.
For Conjure Elemental?
Oh, it is. Oh shit.
Yeah, look at that.
L! Once
It's not-
again!
that
We're
was-
like W!
Me
Someone
looking at-
DM checks 5e tools
Me
while
looking
he
at
has the
the,
session going.
I was also looking at it, and I was like, "What?"
One action, some blood.
I thought it was one action.
L.
Lawyer gets
You-
owned.
You'll have to show me the glyph for it, because I've never tried it myself.
Oh, I haven't really tried this before either, but
Learning experience for all.
it's great. That's a lot of my spells I don't. Anyway.
There's a lot of confidence in this
That makes
plan.
2 of us! Shambhala would kill both of us, honestly.
And he's very understanding.
I want to meet him one day.
Yeah. Just go. Go climb Mount Zilrite and look for him.
I'm good.
That's how we found him.
I don't think I could climb that.
You just need
Get a
a.
wish at the end.
Do you?
You don't even need to go all the way. You just need to go like. a little bit.
75% up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just make friends. It'll be fine.
Okay. I'll keep that in mind.
Yeah.
Immediately forgot.
Yeah. Who is it again? Salami?
Shambhala. Oh my gosh. Anyway,
Let's go.
we should probably go. So we all go out, right?
Yeah.
To like.
Yeah.
Jambalaya.
Do you guys want like a the more combat focused Defiance members to help with the distraction, like Bialdo and Ubada. But do you want them there with the elementals?
And I think
I don't want them to die.
I wouldn't die to an elemental.
When the elemental goes away? Question mark.
Well, I think what they should gain attention.
Okay.
And I also think that Alina should help and try to get other good of the order guards to be like, hey, we need to take care of this.
No problem.
Cool.
I'll be the first one out, so it's looks suspicious. Elena's gonna head for the exit.
Hey, Elena, where is your least favorite guard? What's his name?
Brock? He's near the keep.
Brock?
Wait, Brock
Pokemon?
helped us so much.
Huh?
Brock has helped us so much. That's our bestie, right? Bestie Brock?
Okay,
Just
listen.
in pizza
I
chili
like you guys
sauce
less and less every single time I hear you talk.
right
if
You let us in.
Okay,
You let us in.
If not Brock, then probably Preston. He hits on me a lot. I don't like him at all.
Yeah.
Where's his post?
Near Bellator Keep.
Oh. That's like
Who's your
What about-
least favorite guard on the way?
Well, Brock.
Oh,
Sorry,
well.
Brock.
Alright, well,
More plot device.
if that's the case, I'm gonna go ahead and join the guard, join the movement, draw
Brock is
attention
about
when
to-
the time comes.
Brock is about to turn his frying pan into a dying pan.
And you can see she goes up the ladder, just climbs up, slaps the moss up, slaps it back down, and just nonchalantly starts walking. You can hear her marching ahead over you guys, just clunk, 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 of her boots.
Dang.
And where do you want me? DeWarn asks, pulling one of his books in his hand, just scanning through it.
Somewhere safe.
I'll stay right here.
Perfect.
Mm-hmm. To behold a revolution one much like Rubico's would be nothing short of a dream come true.
Oh
Do-
my.
Do we know? Like, would we have heard of Rubicon?
You probably heard the name before, like in passing. Like he's considered like a historical figure, but more recent history. So it's nothing
Like
like
be historical figures.
it's from a continent completely like out of the way. As in, if you wanted to go there for the campaign, you could, but I seriously doubt it would have any significance whatsoever.
Side quest unlocked.
Hooray!
Go to the other campaign, he says.
Yeah, that's over in Acronia. So
All right, let's get the show on the road.
Let's get this party started.
Ubana turns and says, "Hey, Iriha."
That's me.
Goes for like a fist bump, like a fist clasp. Like,
Oh, hell yeah. Okay.
you got this.
Thank you.
Whatever that weapon is, I don't exactly know what the hell it is, but it was probably made for you. So we'll see it.
It does sound cool. I would like to get it. if I
Yeah.
could.
So let's do that.
Okay.
And start walking up, single file out of the moss. Listening in, you guys don't hear any footsteps passing by. You do see Alina kind of close by, ensuring that no guards are like looking in your direction.
Ooh, nice.
And with that, we'll get this party started after this quick little break. 'Cause I gotta pee and I gotta make the food real quick. Yes, thank you for tuning in so far. Appreciate that. We'll be back really shortly. In the meantime, we'll be taking like a 7-minute break. I don't know how long. I'll let you guys know. But in the meantime, I gotta pee and all that. So BRB.
Alrighty.
All right. Let me just do that. Let me just switch to BRB. There we go. Okay, welcome back. Where we last left off, we had just got the plan in motion for the start of the uprising. We'll see where that takes us. As we go in now, we now resume. Our heroes are starting to climb up back into the overworld from underground, and that's where the plan begins.
Just like Minecraft.
Yeah. That's the one I wanted you to play.
Huh?
I'm trying to see which music is which.
Oh.
Alright, there we go. Alright. With that, you can see now as you climb up, with it being about 6 o'clock at night, the sun hasn't set yet. It's starting to get down a little bit, making this kind of beautiful ray of color across the sky. And looking around, you can see now Alina near you guys, kind of watching around, make sure no guards are passing by. What's the marching order right now? I'll put, for the sake of it, I'll put Faye and Isa in the back if no one else wants to be in the back.
Okay.
I think I should be in the back with them.
Okay.
Like in between them two or somewhere.
Iriha, as our active, strongest person right now, you have to be in the front.
You got it. I
Okay.
will be in the front.
Alright. Iriha, you see now, as you're peeking out of the moss, Alina looks back at you and shoots like a thumbs up.
Okay, let's go. You get the thumbs up.
Alright. You jump out of the the ladder climb up, peeling the moss back, and let the rest of the group follow behind you. DeWarn is still back there. Bieldo's with Ubata. And Huffle. Do you want Huffle to go with you?
I think Hubble should stay back behind.
Okay. She gave you a parting kiss as you went off.
Aw, nice.
Okay. So, with that in mind, you guys now are back in the overworld. Alina's still watching carefully. It's getting a bit darker now, with the, like I said, the sun setting, so not as much people are out right now. You look around, you can see, as it currently stands, you don't really see any guards. Save for Alina, but that's it.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Ah,
That's so simplicity.
In the immediate vicinity, at least.
Okay. Me and Karash will go out next.
Okay. And looks to you like, are you ready for this?
Yeah, it'll be fine.
Okay. If I remember correctly, kind of kneels down. You have to kind of put the clay into the ground and kind of spread it out. You can see him kind of kneading it into the ground almost, kind of make it like match the dirt some. Like,
Mm-hmm.
okay, just think it was that. And you kind of take a bit of it with your finger, kind of swirl that around in like a circle.
Yeah.
And then you say the incantations, which I don't know how long it's going to take me to say, but
You also can't forget the glyph that goes in the middle.
of course, yes, of course, yeah. You can see he draws like a little a sign of conjuration in the middle.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Thanks, almost forgot that. Wow. Okay, just let's say the chants, and then he says the chants.
Yep.
And then now I didn't have those already. All right. And with that, take a 5th level spell slot off of Karash.
And me.
Take one off
I
you.
got it.
And you guys watch now as the clay suddenly begins to kind of convulse a little bit, shaking, expanding out a little bit further, coming out of it, rising from the ground, almost with the dirt, bringing some snow and some dead grass with it. This massive, hulking, almost rock-like creature, almost like 10 feet in height, kind of stands up and just goes like. Every movement it makes is almost like boulders clashing together as it kind of stands up. This massive brown form, almost spiky, clay-like but also rock-like. Just kind of looking around. Just.
Hey, we just need you guys to go make a commotion over there and like, you know, if you see any guards, people wearing like armor,
Other than that one.
people
other
that
than
look like her but not her, beat them up.
Huh?
Yeah.
You can see Karash are speaking in Terran to them, translating what you said to them, just like bunch of rocks clacking together sounds. That's what it is. They also like kind of look at each other and just kind of like slowly nod and just start like stomping over. You can see like the nearby the rocks. You can see pebbles like bounce up in the air when they step, and they leave these like kind of giant prints in the ground as they kind of walk towards. And you can hear Alina go, "Oh, team guards, wherever you are, come here! Help!
Okay.
Invasion! It's a siege!" She kind of looks back at the group, kind of signaling them to go. Isa closes the moss on the hideout.
Good.
Mm-hmm. They start just moving around, like punching to the ground, like. Leaving these like kind of cavernous roars out. Just looking around, you can see a couple guards running up now. Some like casters, some with like with spears. They kind of look up like what the hell? There's like shock on their face, like awe, and they don't even see you guys. They're ready to leave.
Hee hee.
All right. With that, what would you like to do?
We go towards the. Are there people running away from the area?
You can now see there are people running. There are a couple of people outside kind of running like, ah! A couple of townsfolk. Some guards have run away. Some are trying to fight these things, like kind of stabbing at them, but not getting much leverage in that.
We should just run with the crowd towards the north.
Okay.
That's a smart idea.
Towards the north out of the city, or towards the north in the city? Out of the city, okay.
Well, yeah, well, we're going in the city, but then we will eventually try to leave.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, you can see from the southern entrance, people. You can see Brock on an Aurochs, running to the, just looking like what the hell?
Does he run by us?
Um,
Is he like intercepting?
he does, yeah. He's running right by you guys. He kind of just swings right by.
Gonna make an attack at him.
Alright, yeah.
Wow.
Shake him the side.
Alright, then make an attack roll.
This guy better have like 4 health. I believe my thing's a +5. My sword.
Yep.
Wait, no, +7. Yo.
Oh, because you're proficient and you have dexterity, I think.
Yeah.
So it's +7, yeah.
24.
Okay, yeah. And you know what? That's gonna be a crit because he gets surprised.
What is it again? D6. Ew. So 2. It's not big money, but he's made of paper, right? 15 damage, I think.
Okay. Yeah, you see this giant gash go into his side as he's running the doors. Oh, God damn it! Duh, duh. And the cow just keeps going forward, and he looks back. He's like, "What the fuck?" And he's still just going ahead. The cow just keeps going.
Did I get any blood?
You do see traces of like blackish red blood on the blade itself. You caught him deeply in the kind of like hip abdomen area.
He needs to be dead though, right?
Sorry, demons, he'll die later. Can I just attempt to cast summon greater demon?
Make an Arcana check.
Uh-oh.
Listen,
That sounds like fun.
he's probably not gonna do too well
Deep
later.
guidance.
He'll die later. Plus guidance, plus a D4.
Plus L, plus ratio.
Dirty 20, plus 2, 22.
W.
For some reason, there's a little bit of necrotic energy surging in that, coming from that blood. That's that sample of blood. And it's just enough to tick off the kind of incantations you need to bring the spell's manifestation to fruition. And you can feel now, from the blood, as it drops onto the ground, you can see like a little kind of circle opens up. And coming out of it is a...
Arugula.
A what? Bless you.
It's a giant gorilla.
How do you say that?
Bara?
Bar
El Gura.
Oh, Balgura. Okay, gotcha. You see coming out of the circle, just like slam. It like grips onto the sides of the grass that's coming out of it. Just peeking out is this massive hulking creature, like blue skin and like orange fur with these like bands around its arms. Just comes out, pulls itself out, just and lets out this ferocious roar. I have seen Kong.
I'm gonna give the command. Do I see the elementals? I imagine so, right?
Yeah, you see them off in the distance. They're like 50 feet
Singular
away.
command, point at them, destroy.
This thing just goes
Eliminate.
running start, like kind of like long jumps toward them and just starts like slamming around both at the elementals and at the guards down below. Just
I'm gonna unleash concentration on him. He is wild. He's doing his own thing.
He's wild.
Be
he's
free.
free.
oh god, yeah.
Hashtag live his best life.
Yeah, man.
So Asherah, about that bet.
Off in the
I
distance.
don't gamble.
If you don't want to be a sore loser, that'll be fine. But I'm sure my Rugula's gonna win.
Bjaldo kind of looks over at it like, holy shit, what did you wish for?
I already had that. That wasn't the wish. I could have done that at the same time of the wish.
Let me stay on your good side.
Smart.
Alright. With that, Bjaldo kind of nods, and he, you can see he casts Shield of Faith. And hush, you feel a shimmering shield gather around you. You now have a +2 bonus to your AC for the next 10 minutes. Yeah! Well, keep doing that, he says, as he just kind of like stands at the ready with Ubata. Ubata kind of looks and like kind of nods to the rest of the group. So like, I'm gonna go get the people riled up.
Yay.
And keep them safe.
Don't go near those. That would not go well.
I kind of figured. And she just runs toward the nearest hut. And with that, there are no eyes on you right now.
We get out there. We get out of there.
All right, yeah, you run,
He runs towards the
bolting
gate.
out of the gate. And as you run out, you don't see anybody out here. You do see in the distance what seems to be a cart coming your way further out. But you see a cart in the distance, coming in the direction. Huh?
There's a variant of Summon Demon,
Mm-hmm.
where the demon can then summon its own demon, right? It's a 30% chance of summoning an additional Bargura.
Can I make a check real quick? I'm gonna make a check real quick. I'm gonna make a roll.
Because he's on his own,
He is.
capable of doing it.
Roll a d10 if it's a multiple of 3. It's on you. Oh no!
Off in the distance, you can see now the Bargura grasps his hand, kind of like slams a guard into the ground. You see a pile of blood splatter out, and from the blood, another circle opens, and another Bargura comes out of it as well. Just as ferocious, going, and it starts beating at the other Bargura, then the elementals, then the guards. Just a whole giant brawl breaking out. I rolled a 2 on the 100% die.
Oh wow!
Mm-hmm. So yeah.
I should sort out some guards later.
All right.
By the way, these things are crazy. They have like 40 climb speed, 40 feet movement.
They have a long jump of 40 feet,
poison.
yeah.
I didn't know. It's crazy. Innate spellcasting of invisibility and disguise self. It's
Yeah.
fucking invisible gorilla out there.
That's horrifying.
And it has reckless.
Yeah. So now with the you guys can see now like Koresh kind of points towards the forest itself, just that way, and just tells you.
And there's no guards.
They're all inside right now. They've all been called inside. They heard the screaming from Alina, and they've heard the roaring. You know, you can see off in the distance like a rooftop gets punched in, like splinters breaking off in the distance of one of the ceilings, and you can see it kind of like break down into one of the like the Edinburghian styled houses, just like sweeping it like. The earth elemental just completely destroys it. The Barl girl jumps on one of the elementals, starts like pounding on it, like. But you guys gotta go, so you head toward the forest. Yeah, and as you guys are running, you can see that the cart is getting closer to the front of the city now.
Okay.
Okay, yeah. Wait. So this cart.
Uh-huh.
What's going on with this cart?
I was just about to say, it reaches the entrance of the city, and you can see on the side of it the symbol of a white eyeball.
Have we seen that before?
Oh,
You have
It's the consortium.
Yeah.
Oh fuck.
Oh
Yep.
boy.
Wait. So we're still in the city?
No, you're like in the forest area now. Like you can see off in the
Okay.
distance. You can see the
Yeah,
cart. The cart's now stopped in front of the front of the town.
Fuck. Does anyone get out?
Sorry, hold on. Sorry.
Oh, you're good.
You can see coming out of the cart, a familiar, tall, feminine-looking Goliath, stepping out, carrying a giant greatsword over her back.
Oh.
And accompanying her is a tiefling with dark gray skin. That's all you can make of him. He's wearing like really dark clothing, and that's what you see come out of that cart.
Wait, you said tiefling with dark gray skin?
Yep.
What's his name? So that's not the same guy, right? Because it's a different. Because the other guy's like. No, not Alistair. The other guy.
Eloise?
No, Welsh or whatever. Walden?
Walden Eloise?
Yeah, he doesn't
Yeah.
have gray skin.
He is a purple skin. He is a hexblood.
Okay, tiefling with gray skin.
Mhm.
All right.
All right, Karash says, all right, I'm dropping concentration. I'm gonna stop focusing. And you,
Concentration up.
yeah, and you can see he just stops. He just like blinks real hardly and just. Okay. So to enter this crossing, you see he comes out across this giant tree that's almost uprooted. It looks like a giant like opening of roots that you can enter in. It's a pretty big tree. And so to enter it, you need to. I think I picked one of the leaves up from the tree, and when I picked it up, I saw something in the crossing itself, the hole. You can see he takes out a little pouch. I collect the leaves of the trees that I pass by, and I happened across this. He holds it up, and you can see, and you don't see anything yet because he didn't pick up a leaf yet, but he says, okay, I see it. Just grab a leaf. One of you guys, or all of you guys, grab one, or a branch or something. I don't know. Just
Okay.
how much time do we have? Who are those guys?
Let's keep going.
Okay.
That's fine.
Mhm. Okay. So you all sweep up a leaf from the ground, and then as you do, the moment you pick it up, you can see now kind of a swirling, shimmering kind of image appear from the entrance of the crossing. It looks almost like purplish, and you can hear like a humming tone vibrating from it as you look at it, like the same kind of like constant pitch, just vibrating from it.
Oh my.
And it seems to shimmer. Like he says, quickly! Trust me, it's not that bad. He runs into it and he disappears.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Well, let's do it, I guess.
Okay. And
Ask twice before going into strange holes.
all right.
Hell yeah.
All right. Okay. And with that, you guys jump into this this portal, and you feel this kind of
Feel
this kind of like sensation overcome you, almost warm. It's like glowing around you as you run in. Your eyes take a second to adjust as you finally catch your footing. It was like a long step into the portal. As you finally get your footing, you feel the grass beneath you is quite overgrown. You can feel it scraping at like your knees and even your thighs at some point.
We made it to Elysium.
And different plane.
Yeah.
There is and you can see now looking at what you're looking at is the entrance that you just came through. This time from inside the tree. You guys are inside the tree right now. And looking outward, you can just barely make out the area around you. Is this like kind of grass is like this swirling blue and green, like constantly dancing and moving. The flowers seem to constantly be swaying. The flowers almost seem alive. They're quite big too.
Oh my.
And the air just seems crisper. There's this overwhelming sensation of catharsis, of almost of joy. And you feel that as you enter this entrance and exiting it, you now are welcome to this world that looks a lot like yours, but not the same. There are bits and pieces of plant life, of flora and fauna, all sprouting in different areas. Bigger trees growing all about. You can see in the distance what would be Elendrell, but the walls look overgrown. You can see just different kinds of small creatures fluttering about in the distance. Some on these strange alien-looking creatures. You are now in the Feywild.
Wow.
Wow.
So we're the near exact likeness of the tree and hill came through.
Yeah, you're basically right at where you just started from the tree. Like stepping out of the exit of the tree, you can now see, like looking around, that the area around you is like strange, it's like bubbly. You can see like multiple different like rainbows circling through the sky. The clouds are constantly billowing, almost cotton candy like. Everything just looks like it's like Uncanny Valley, but more joyous.
Wow. All right. Karash.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah, it looks just like I remembered it. The one time I went in.
Know how to
Oh.
place?
Huh?
You know how to get to the place?
Oh, yeah, here, follow me. And he steps back out, and you can just see floating around, just like, you can see like, what appear to be these small, like, human-esque winged creatures floating about. Kind of like giggling and laughing as they pass around. Some wave hello to you. Some say, some just snicker and laugh as they,
Wait, are they fairies?
Yeah,
Fairies.
they're fairies. You're in the Fairylands, you're in the Feywild.
Before we go on, guys, no one say any important information about yourself and think
Okay.
about what you say to these things. I've heard some stories.
Well, I've interacted with some Fey creatures, and they were pretty nice.
This is the Fey realm, though, so
Mhm.
the full thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so, looking about, you can just see, like, even more of these trees. A lot more here than there were in the material plane. They just seem to completely populate this forest. It's hard to find ground on its own without there being a tree right next to it, or, planted in it. Karash's like, I saw it before, but there's just so much. I'm sorry, there's just so much. It's just hard to find. I know it's in here somewhere.
It's okay. I can probably just speak with plants for a little bit.
You could, yeah.
And
I'll
see
just
if they know.
Just keep looking. He kind of like searches, looks around, trying to squint a little bit.
I'll go up to like a tree,
Mm-hmm.
and then I'll cast Speak with Plants
Okay.
and talk to the tree.
You hold your hand up and you let this ethereal energy course into the tree itself, and you almost feel as if the trunk itself is moving, almost as you do this, and you finally feel a semblance of somewhat sentience, but more so just in the form of a voice conveying what it can see. Just, hello, welcome. It's been long since I've had somebody converse with me.
Yeah. Hi.
Hello.
Hello. So,
I look at Iriha. Who are you talking to?
I don't know.
She
You
can
said hello.
talk to the
so
tree.
I thought,
I go back to talking to the tree.
Mm-hmm.
We're new here.
Welcome.
we are Asherah.
Sorry.
Bless you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
We're looking for some gauntlets that might be in a tree.
Gauntlets.
Yeah. Do you
Oh.
happen to know of gauntlets somewhere?
I know of somebody who was taken by the trees who tried using such gauntlets.
Oh, do you know where that was?
Deeper in the forest. A bit northern of here.
Okay. Which way is north?
Oh, you know.
Yeah. Definitely no. Yeah.
Yep.
Feel free to threaten the tree if it makes it easier.
I'm gonna turn you into toilet paper.
No. Trees are our friends, Hush. We don't threaten our friends.
But if he's hiding information from us, then he's not our friend.
Or
I
they're
mean-
not hiding information.
I don't know if you should say that to Hush. I feel like Hush would definitely threaten his friends. Like
Hush
for any-
has threatened his
If you-
friends.
Want me to threaten the tree for you?
No.
Just tell the tree.
Sorry.
I'll
I
throw
talked to
some
the tree
magic.
again. I'm so sorry about my friends here. They're
friends. It's just Hush. What did I do?
friend here. Well,
Tell him all of his leaves are susceptible to fire.
it's just I'm not, I can't. Is there a sun in the sky?
You look up and you see that there is this, not the sun, but you do see the moon of Herikar. The moon of Herikar has rings around it.
Right.
And you can see surrounding it, kind of not surrounding it, but nearby you do see 3 other moons in varying distances from Escape.
Are there stars?
There are. They're twinkling.
They're like-
they seem to be moving around, like circling, spiraling. What's up?
Is there like a northern star in Herikar?
There is, but you can't find it here.
And we only know the one moon, not the others.
Yes.
Okay. I talked to the tree. There's just 3 extra moons, and
Extra.
well, I guess not extra. From where I'm from, there's only 1 moon.
Interesting.
And where I'm from, there's also a northern star but I can't seem to find it. Which way is north? Would you say?
Just feel the wind. Let it carry you in the correct direction.
I could do that. Cool. What was your name?
My name is Atticus.
Atticus.
Yes.
Cool.
That's a name from a book.
Are you gonna pull out every single name I pull out? Hi, I'm John. What a basic fucking name.
Exactly.
Oh,
I can't
I'm.
Admit, I gotta.
I can't win, man. I can't win.
Hi, Atticus. I'm Ash.
Oh, please.
Wait, what? You're not Ash.
Well, you know, I think, I am Ash.
I'm
I
not
didn't-
calling you that. if
I
you
didn't
want
ask.
that.
I didn't ask for much of you. Don't worry. You don't have to tell me anything or give me anything. It is all well.
okay.
I am merely here swaying with my branches, letting the leaves fall.
You do have very nice leaves.
I appreciate that.
And, thank you for your help. Is there anything we should worry about on our way into the forest?
Just be wary of the unseelie.
Ah, I think I've heard of those guys before.
Mm-hmm. Just be mindful. Of course, if you're looking for guidance more so directed for the kind, then I could perhaps help you. You would have traveled a bit further away from here, but if you are a lost soul, there is one who can give you guidance.
I don't think we're lost souls,
Okay,
per se.
then do not worry about it then.
Okay. Well, thank you for your help, Atticus.
Thank you for giving me the opportunity to dispel some knowledge, Ash.
Well, goodbye.
Farewell.
I end the spell. Well,
Nick, that's fire. I just saw the picture.
Thanks.
It's very
So-
so
Was he cooperative?
yeah. Atticus was really chill.
Close my hand.
That
Closing
sounds
fire.
a lot like Abacus, Asherah.
Like
Who
Abacus.
said that? Isa?
Isa, yeah.
Either one of them.
Well, it wasn't Abacus. Or Abacus is dead.
Yeah,
the-
but the names are pretty close. You might want to be a bit more careful, you know?
Mayor! Mayor! You have
What?
no
I'm just
reason to talk
saying.
about being careful, Mayor.
No, I don't. Yeah, I do.
Okay, Isa. Anyway, he said to go north. There was like gauntlets,
So which way
and
is north?
he knew of a person who died, who was taken by the trees when they tried to take the gauntlets. So we should probably be careful when we take the gauntlets. And he said to go where the wind. I asked which way was north because I can't find the northern star, and he said to go with the wind.
Alright, I guess we'll feel the wind then.
Let's just feel the wind and go that way.
Anything?
You do feel it blowing behind you.
Okay, so it's just forward, I
just-
guess.
Let's just
What if
follow
the wind changes?
I guess that's where north is now.
you know, the Feywild is weird. So
I mean, do we want to base it entirely on navigating by the wind?
Sure, I have no
Very easy
problem
to get
with that.
lost in the Feywild.
That's why the wind is our
do
only
you
guide.
have
so,
any
like,
other suggestions, Mr. Feywild expert?
That's why I'm asking.
It's the only thing we got.
yeah, it's the only thing we
no,
got, so I'd say we trust it.
It's just Karash. That's like other than the party.
Yeah. It's just crash.
Okay.
Karash, which way did you go?
I followed the wind. I went straight forward.
Well,
You stinking
I
little
guess
plot follower.
I guess that settles it. Let's follow the wind.
The wind has never done me wrong, so let's
Those
just
are
follow the
dangerous
wind.
things
It'll
to
be
say.
fine. It'll be
Alright.
great.
You guys travel further into the.
Oh, and he said to be wary of this unseelie.
This what?
The
Type of
unseelie.
fae.
What?
No, not you.
Oh, sorry. This is all kind of like new to me.
Fae, like Fae, but it's spelled F-E-Y, but it's not like your F-E.
Fae, but
Oh,
Fae, but it's
I
not
get
Fae.
it now. I get
They're
it.
the same spelling, but they're two different things.
I gotcha. Okay, like it's like shush, right?
Inside check that you get it.
Sure.
Sure. Well,
All right,
Wind Lady.
time to follow the wind.
Okay. All right. As you're traveling ahead, going further in, just looking at all the trees, you see now the leaves are all like pink and purple and blue. It's all super whimsical and just
Ooh,
uncanny.
look at
That's
how
the
pretty
big
these
theme
trees
here.
are.
You ever played
Yeah.
Twilight Forest mod for Minecraft?
I have not.
Man, peak Feywild.
I'll have to take a look at it. But as it's traveling forward, who's the highest passive perception?
Gianna.
I think Asherah.
Okay.
Like 18, I think.
Is she here?
My passive perception is 16.
Okay. Well, hers is a 20 passive perception. Damn.
Yeah, wow, okay, yeah.
I
definitely.
thought it was really high. yeah.
Definitely.
Wisdom base score, wisdom caster.
True. With that bonus and the perfect
Gianna, you
timing.
died.
Well, no.
Uh.
I was saying because you have the highest passive perception, you do hear something in the forest, kind of near the stumps of one of the trees, one of these massive trees. You hear like a struggling sound, like a
Oh.
God dang it! Ow!
I turned to the group. Did you guys hear that?
Here, what?
I
Yeah,
heard something
I
kind
heard-
of faint.
It sounded like someone needed help.
I guess we should.
Dude,
No,
Inside
we're
check.
following the wind. We're following the wind, right?
Well,
I mean-
I don't want to.
We should probably help them, right?
Yeah.
I should be needing help in the Fey realm.
Well, you know.
Other Fey. It's not exactly. I know we wandered in here, but it's not exactly the kind of place that mortals are into.
I wonder
Well,
if-
just because they're a Fae and they're from here doesn't mean they don't need help.
Well,
Yeah.
As long as nothing
I
happens
start
to us helping
where
them.
the sound is coming from.
Okay.
Hello?
Down here.
Okay.
Looking down to like your right, you can see what seems to be snared in a bunch of roots. This small little fairy creature, just like trying to struggle to like get out of it. Just
Oh.
you. Can you give me a hand?
Yeah. Let me help you.
Give me a hand, please.
Sure. Yeah. Reach my hand out.
Okay.
Well, I was gonna. They're like in roots or something, right?
It is, yes.
I was gonna try to like loosen the roots rather than like just take their hand.
Okay.
But like I'll reach down and like try to help.
Okay. You feel this strange kind of sensation wash over your arm. This almost phantom pain.
Oh.
And you feel this slight kind of wooziness in your head for a split second, and you look down and you see that your hand has now been removed from your body.
Oh.
What?
You're not bleeding or anything. It seems to have been perfectly amputated, but you're down a hand right now.
What the
Can
hell?
I take your hand?
Which
Meh.
hand did you reach out?
Ah,
down to the right, so.
Gianna, have you not heard the stories? Can I have your hand?
I think it would have been my right arm.
Okay.
Or yeah.
Yeah, you feel now down to like part of your forearm. Your hand is now gone, and you can see that the little fairy creature is kind of holding it in its hand. Just thank you.
We're like
Oh,
nearby, right?
oh,
We're
yeah.
watching this, right?
And it whisks out of the the roots just carelessly.
Wait,
Is he leaving?
No,
back.
he's just kind of holding it. Thank you.
Can I have my hand back?
No, you gave it to me.
She did say, give me a
That's-
hand, and you gave her a hand.
That's not how things work here. It's funny. You're not the first person I got with that.
Well, you know, that was kind of mean of you.
That was
I've got-
literally the first thing I said, Asherah, when we got here.
I've got 2 hands now.
Think about it.
Wouldn't you have 3
Huh?
or
Well,
4?
I've taken 2 hands now. It's really cool. Thank you. I'll cherish it. Oh, you have pretty nails. Wow. You take good care of yourself.
Yeah,
I feel like Asherah should be a bit more freaked out.
Well, thank you. I think that's it for me, but in the meantime,
Okay. You know, I kind of need my hand. I wanted to like blend it, because it seemed like you were,
You should have specified that.
but you were just tricking me, and that's like super cool.
look, it's a rite of passage. Don't
Can
worry.
DJ, can
Yeah?
I go up to the little creature and ask, can I have a hand?
Sure.
Can I have a hand, please?
You don't look like you really need help right now, do you?
No, but I just want that hand. I'm kind of like direct with what I say.
That's too bad, buddy. I'm sorry.
Alright, in that case, can I walk up and I say, I mean, okay, Asherah is doing a pretty good job keeping her cool, considering that you took her hand, so I feel like you should give her a hand for that.
Ooh.
Make a persuasion check.
Alrighty.
That'd persuade me.
What do I know about the Favor?
You're so smug.
I'm not the expert.
The music is loud.
Oh, is it? I'm sorry. Let me turn it down.
Just a little.
So Miss Nature Girl,
Oh, yeah, not a lot.
how's the hand?
Hey, you didn't try to stop me.
Well, I said think about it. Can't stop.
Rite of
you.
passage. You know how these things are.
They have
Oh.
their tricks. They
I
have
knew
their
it.
name
How
or a
these things are?
hand.
You said a persuasion check?
Yes.
Dirty 20.
Okay.
Ooh.
You know, there's really nice trades that go on around here. The first person whose hand I took from, I gave them a whole big ol' property for themselves.
Well,
They earned it. They earned a title.
I think I just earned my hand back for trying to be a good person.
The little fairy kind of just like scratches its chin.
Does he scratch your chin with your hand?
Yeah, he does.
How big is this fairy?
Tiny.
Holding a big hand.
Yeah, just hold it with the 2 hands.
Yeah,
just like,
like a-
The comically large hand.
I don't think so.
Oh, well, why not?
Gave it to me. No takesies backsies, you know?
Oh, well, I didn't know that.
Well, you
That's
said no takes back.
kinda your fault.
We asked for it back.
No. That's not how that works.
Unfortunately, I know more about this place than you do, sweetheart, apparently.
Mm.
That is in fact how it works.
You're in the fairylands. I haven't even given you your gift yet. What would you want? What would you like in return, you know, for such a
And
wonderful...
Don't say a hand. Oh god.
No.
Yes, don't say
A
my
random
hand.
hand.
We're past that. We're past that, okay?
Don't even say your hand, because I don't know. She could probably take the hand from your one arm and then transfer it to your other arm.
You see,
That'd be
the
convenient because then you could grab things for.
fairy now lies in the hand, like an open palm just lies in it. Yeah, you know, there's so many other things that you could like ask for. You know, there's so many better things I could give you, because that's a big gift. If you need it so badly, why not something in return?
Oh man, Asherah, you could totally get her. I mean, look, she's in the palm of your hand right now.
this is too confusing.
Yeah,
That's the worst of
can't-
it.
I can't really put my finger on why this is going so wrong.
Well, no, she can't. You can.
I have another hand, okay?
That's great. So what's the problem?
I want
You
two
only need
hands.
one to cast spells.
Um,
Maybe the quarterstaff's just a D8 now.
a quarterstaff is a D8.
Is it not? I thought it was D8 to D10.
No,
I
it's a
don't think
D8, I think.
I could give you time.
How much?
A lot.
I don't really need time.
No, thank you.
Do you want to see what the world is like 50 years from now?
No.
Not
Without having
We have
aged.
enough time.
Okay. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine.
I kind of just want my hand back.
Well, I'm sorry, but you
Well,
gave
I'm
it to
gonna
me.
like motion to Asherah, like get him. I'm just waiting for a confirmation, yes or no.
Well, what else could you give me?
I could guide you to something you'd like. Don't say your hand. We've already been over this like multiple times in the span of 10 minutes now.
What about a copy of my hand?
What good's that gonna do? I'm not gonna put it back on your arm.
Well, I could put it back on my arm.
Could you?
Yeah,
How?
magic.
Okay.
The same way you took my hand.
Okay.
And you
And?
give me a copy of my hand, and then I'll do the same thing, and I'll just put it back on.
That's so lame. The last person got a castle.
Well, I don't really want a castle.
Oh my god, Asherah, what if you just had a hook hand?
If you don't want to give me my hand back, that's fine. I could just get a new hand somewhere else. I don't need anything from you. You've already taken so much.
Okay.
Once again, gonna motion Asherah. Should I get him?
Do what you want.
Mhm.
I'm gonna take out my bag of holding, and I'm gonna his face.
make a sleight of hand check.
Big mo-
What do you say?
But where is 15? Big money, big money, big money.
This thing's armor class. I'm regarding it as kind of like a grapple. Ha! Meets it, beats it.
What?
You, with a quick swipe, you just yoink, and stick him in the bag of holding. Just,
Shut it tight, and then bag of holding, right?
I
There's no air.
400 pounds of dragon's blood in there. I'm gonna shake it.
That's so fucking gross! Stop! Stop fucking me around! What are you doing?
Just shaking it. Keep going.
Dragon passage. It's your dragon passage.
Cocktail shaking. Throw it a couple times. By the way, I calculated. I did the math. I have like 1/10 of an entire dragon's blood
Great.
just in here.
That's great.
You want to give the hand back yet?
No! It's not how it works!
All right. Should we go find that glove?
Yeah.
All right. Bag of holding in the back.
Oh, you just trapped this poor fairy. I mean, not poor. He kind of deserves it.
But I can't breathe, bro! Come on! What are you doing? I'm getting waterboarded, or I guess bloodboarded!
Yeah, wait until she suffocates and then take the
Can you-
hand back.
Yeah.
Well,
Oh, by the way, I'm gonna cast protection from good and evil on which I believe one willing creature.
Okay.
Fucking
What is going on
protection
here?
from good and evil from the very naive member of our party to Asherah.
Okay.
Protected from certain types of creatures, including aberrations, celestials, elemental, fae, fiends, and undead.
Mm-hmm.
Cannot be charmed, or frightened, or possessed. Also, advantage on any relevant saving throws from that creature.
Okay, just let me out. Please, let me out.
I'm gonna like open up the bag, and I'm gonna like can't escape.
Okay. Are we all good now?
Well, that's up to you.
All right. Okay. Just points to Asherah. Just give me your name, and I'll tell my supervisor to give it back, to let me approve it. Okay?
Do not give him your name.
I'm just gonna stick my hand in the bag of holding and take out my hand.
Okay.
You know?
Yep.
That's how it works.
Yep.
I'm just gonna hold my hand in my hand and be like, this is very
Do you have
weird.
a bandage?
Oh, you're hand holding.
You know, I have like
Do you have
greater
restoration?
restoration. I don't know if that would really work here.
Doesn't greater give back lost limbs?
Um,
Or is it?
It doesn't give back lost limbs. It does a lot of other things, though. I could probably just tie my hand to my arm.
Is it
With,
still
like-
moving as like she tries to move it, or is it like?
I don't
Yeah,
think
yeah.
so.
If she tries to make a flexing motion at all with that like severed hand, it doesn't move at all.
Yeah, no. Think Asherah's just like trying to put it back on.
You see it? No.
You know, I could probably talk to Shionbala about it. But-
I'm gonna. So how do we fix this? I'm gonna look at the fairy. I'm gonna like plump him back in the bag. Now, what was that?
I said it smells so bad in here.
It's not my concern.
Yes, it's
Back in the bag.
Hey, hush. You should tell her that this is a rite of passage too.
Yeah, that'd be funny. Rite of passage.
Yeah.
All right.
Open the bag.
You're kind of breaking a contract by doing that. I hope you realize that.
That's not a problem for me.
Not you.
Well, did Asherah even sign the contract?
By giving me her hand,
Yes.
she did.
But
And
she
then
didn't consent to
Take
it.
it back.
Hmm?
Listen, take it up with Oberon or whoever you guys worship.
What the fuck
Give
are
her
you
the hat
talking
back.
about? All right.
Oberon, the
By all means, it's all yours.
Hey, they said it was all mine now, right?
They did, yeah.
And everything that comes with
Not
it,
reattached, though, is it?
including probably a curse.
Not reattached. You just have a severed hand.
This is awkward. Can I like?
With the
I
scowl.
don't know. Like,
The
Ready
fairy just waves and disappears.
Dang, so she's
Fuck
not
my
in the
bag.
bag of holding anymore.
wait, I thought it was in the bag of
Oh,
holding,
sorry. I
so-
thought. Well, it does disappear in the bag of holding.
Dang.
I think it should.
Did the fairy drown? What happened?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
He did some fairy stuff.
Well, now you have your severed hand. I guess this
Don't we
is
just
really weird.
Slightly less dragon blood.
I don't know. I don't know how to feel. Well, we gotta get the gauntlets, right?
Yeah. So let's follow the wind.
The wind is
Yeah.
still blowing ever so. Right. With that out of the way, we have a handless Asherah accompanying the rest of the group as you all continue walking onward.
Stinking fucking fairies.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, look at the bright side. You're not unarmed yet.
She's half on her.
Well, I have 2 arms. I just only have 1 hand. Well, I have 2 hands. It's just not attached.
Exactly.
Okay.
Can you use your own hand as a spellcasting focus?
I don't know.
Imbue it with arcane energy, and there you go.
As we're
You could
walking,
put
can I
returning
like?
on it, and you can throw it at people, and it'll.
As you're
Boomerang,
walking and
it
you
comes
like,
back.
As we're walking, can I try to like druid craft like
The prostheses.
Do a little flower on the tip of your hand.
like
like
like-
Finn from Adventure Time.
Yeah.
branch like vines, and then I'm gonna try to like tie it back to my arm.
Okay. Make a nature
No
check.
adhesive, no stitches.
A nature check.
Hmm?
Oh boy, I'm not good at nature. Oof, that's a 4.
Oh God.
Yeah, you wrap it around there, but it kind of just hangs limp, haphazardly, kind of dangles a little bit. The way it looks is that it looks like you have just like a stump leading up to like your forearm, like no sign of like inner muscle or anything like that, just a stump of like skin, and then your hand is just on its own as well, up to like here. You try fastening it to your.
Move with druidcraft. When you druidcraft stuff, are you able to move plants or?
I feel like you could.
It's like a.
Or just
It does a
control
lot.
Hmm.
You can like make flowers and like do stuff, and then I'm just gonna try to like. I'm just gonna try to wrap it to my arm, like
All
with
right.
like whatever else I have as well.
It's a weird
Big branch
sensation.
bracelet.
It's a weird sensation. Like you feel like where the arm should be, and then you just have no sense of movement or control there. You just flex the muscle there, but that's pretty much about it.
Yeah.
But you do fasten it there, and it still hangs limp, but your hand looks normal at least. Okay. As you guys are heading forward further into the forest, you come to this like kind of large clearing with a stump in the middle. This stump looks massive in size, probably from like some cut down tree that was probably bigger than the rest of the ones here. And lodged into the stump itself are what seem to be 2 arcane looking gauntlets with like large
Okay.
with like large claws kind of like digging into the wood itself.
Oh my.
Karash kind of just nods, says, "Yep, I think that's it."
Are you sure?
I mean,
These are the ones? There could be no other?
where else are you gonna find scarlet claw gauntlets in a realm like this?
In a room of tricks? Probably everywhere.
Yeah, but that's the only one I've seen, and it looks like the one I saw, so only one way of finding out.
All right.
Is the wind blowing in that direction?
It is, yes.
Oh, okay. I trust her.
Okay.
I make sure it's not Isa in any way, shape, or form. He's not farting.
I'm fine.
Okay. I guess I'll go up there, and I'll try to inspect around it and see if there's anything off about it.
Make an investigation check.
Investigation check. You got it, baby. Let's do this. Get my D20 out here and roll. Okay.
Plus, that Asherah, it'll be some good practice writing with your left hand for a while.
You can become
Ravi
ambidextrous.
is canonically a lefty.
Yeah.
And what kind of check was it again?
Investigation.
Investigation. Okay, 16.
Okay.
Well, I don't really need to write, so it's not the
Okay.
worst thing to happen.
Okay.
You just have to account for your spells being the wrong way around. Your
Yeah, that
casting.
might be a little bit confusing.
And when you go to the bathroom, you can always ask Melikis for a hand. Or...
Hey, yo.
Oh, bye.
I'm done with this conversation.
All right. Iriha, as you're looking around, you do see on the trunk itself and kind of dripping off of the claws, blood.
Guys,
From
there's
both the-
blood coming from these claws.
Just like kind of itching off the claws a little bit. The handles themselves, like the gauntlets themselves, don't have blood on them, but the claws do. And you can also see blood against the side of the trunk.
Oh my, there's Ooh, why is there blood off the side of his trunk? Do you guys see any of this?
I'm
It's
gonna like.
weird.
This is die within the last 24 hours.
If make a survival check
Guidance.
as you taste this blood.
Nat 20.
This is vintage
Oh.
blood.
You gotta taste for this shit. Yeah. Despite it being wet, it tastes kind of flat. Like you feel like the color on it should be dry by now, but it's not. As if it's been here for a while.
Couple days.
Hmm.
They need more iron. What's HIV?
You'll be fine. You'll be fine.
Dang, make an STD check.
Con save. Okay, but yeah, besides that, you don't really see anything else here, though.
I have
leaves
AIDS.
continue to- oh, God. The leaves continue to shake above you. Just leaves kind of fluttering by. The sky's still like a bright pink above you. It's beautiful, and this strange, unsightly mess of blood with the gauntlets is a little off-putting, but that's the gauntlets right there.
All right. In that case, wish me luck, guys.
You don't want to prepare anything because it said something about the trees.
Yeah, they said that.
We're like in a clearing right now, aren't we?
Yes, you are.
In that
Yeah.
case, you
To-
guys want to prepare something? I mean, to be fair, I do have my tattoos on me. The ones that magic. I have firebolt that I could do. But would I be able to cast it if I had the gauntlets on? I don't know.
Who knows?
Indeed.
yeah, I
who
know.
knows? Yeah, I know you know. Cheeky DMU.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright.
Are we in like a clearing, or is it
Yeah,
just
it's like a little
Yeah,
circle
sure.
around this
Okay.
stump. It's a big stump though. It seems like there's a space for like a giant tree, but it's been cut down.
like the Nematon from Teen Wolf?
Sure.
Nope. No idea.
They said that
They said that the
Atticus said that the last person who tried to take it got yoinked by trees.
Indeed.
So,
Surrounded by trees.
We're surrounded. Ah! No. Okay. So, would you guys be willing to prepare any spells just in case this goes awry?
Idea of protection from good and evil on Asherah, so
yeah, if a tree, I don't know, if something tries to attack Iriha, I'll prepare Blight, or I'm gonna cast Blight.
Okay.
Because magical plants make the saving throw with disadvantage.
Okay.
Hey, Isa, is there any, like, paladin magic you could do to help me in case?
Oh yeah. Let me just think real quick. Out of what he has prepared. You know what? Here, try this. He's gonna walk over and like kind of pat you on the shoulder. You now have a +1 bonus to AC and saving throws, and you have resistance to all damage.
Oh.
why does he never use this?
Each time you take damage, he also takes damage.
Oh.
More than fine. The man has like 7,000 health.
Now you have to be a bit close, like 60 feet. So just keep that in mind.
Okay, alright.
I think I'm gonna I already have good and evil down, but I'm gonna ready Wither and Bloom.
Okay.
Which will fuck up plant life in the vicinity.
Sounds good.
Alrighty. Alright! Alright, I'm ready. Let's do this. Let's go.
Go ahead and grab them.
All right.
Alrighty. I go up and I grab them.
Okay. As you insert your hands into the gauntlets themselves, you feel this like washing over sensation of like leaves fluttering around you, just spiraling and tornadoing and swirling. Your vision completely goes dark for a split second, and now you start seeing around you like strange spirit animals just kind of appearing next to you, just kind of surrounding you, kind of walking closer to you, just getting super close. You can see as you look up in the sky, this kind of strange, glimmering, massive creature, almost deity-like in stature, kind of like moving with you. You can look down, you can see that you have these gauntlets on, and you're like clawing and scratching and stuff at evil creatures, at these kind of like strange, unseelie looking fae. You can see these like they have like these like kind of dark markings on them. They're trying to attack you, slashing at them. And you can see now, your body's not even moving. This is all what you see. You can see like your hands moving and like carving land masses out and helping kind of forge the area. You can see hills rising, trees getting bigger, growing above you. Everybody else, you see kind of Iriha kind of go into a daze as soon as she like puts them on. Like her head slumps up and her eyes like go white. And you can just see kind of it's more swirling like a tornado around you, just swirling. You feel this, but your body's not actually moving. You can see above you like thunderstorms kind of thundering down. Your eyes go black once more, and you can see now new hands holding the gauntlets, and you can see that these hands are kind of like scratching into a tree out of like pure rage, just pure anger and pure just wrath with each slash, killing, striking at this massive tree, one you've never seen before, as big as this one, just cutting into it. You watch as the tree splinters apart, breaks, fractures, and falls apart into multiple parts. You can now see around you surrounding tree creatures, moving trees, kind of like gaining sentience, urging into a sentient form, surrounding you, and they start like bludgeoning you and slamming into you with full force. Whoa. Internally, you can feel this pain in your body, kind of just running right through you, coursing through, and eventually one final one gets you right in the face. And you can see as the claws kind of splinter off and land on the trunk, the now like open trunk of this tree. Your vision goes black, and you hear a voice call out and say, "New hands touch the floral rapture." And you wake up. And you wake up.
Oh my God, you guys! Whoa, that was crazy. Wow.
What was crazy? You just stood there.
Was there something on the gloves? You went into a daze.
So what ended up happening is I ended up like getting a vision from the claws, and I figured out the last person who came here, they put on the claws, and then out of rage, they cut down this tree, the tree that we were standing on, right? And then that's what caused the other trees to go mad.
Look around. Are the trees doing anything?
Just swaying with the wind.
Okay.
So I think we might be good. Somebody, I don't know. I heard a voice that said like new hands have touched the thing.
The beacon?
You even played Skyrim. Instead, that's our joke.
I played it. It's bits and pieces.
What's the name of the goddess that gives it to you?
I don't fucking know.
Exactly.
I play bits and pieces.
Exactly.
So, yeah. I guess I have these claws now.
And then your vision goes black once more. Your eyes are white again, and you hear a voice call out to you, a deeper one, more like orcish in nature. Just, "You want the fruits of my labor? Earn them!"
Sure.
And then it flashes back to you. Just flashes back to normal vision.
Okay.
Are you good, Iriha?
Yeah. Now there's like an orc. There's like an orc who said like, "You want the fruits of my labor? Then earn them."
You didn't eat anything while we were walking, right?
Geez, I hope not. Don't eat anything in the Feywild. That's what they always say. I mean, considering the fact that like Asherah tried to help somebody and then now just has a severed hand, I feel like I shouldn't trust anything that I eat here.
Okay, Hush, you kept the pixie in your bag this entire time, right?
In theory.
You feel like a limp kind of like pounding against the side of the bag.
Like limp, like
Like,
yeah,
like
I was gonna say,
final legs,
something
like,
drifting
like,
in the water of
final legs, like oh, it's bouncing against it,
bouncing side to side like a,
no, it's a limp,
like a toy in the pool.
Yeah.
It's trying to get out.
It's like a limp, like slapping against the bag. Just
Open up the bag, and, like just enough to not let them out. Like what is it?
Okay. Did someone grab a Scarlix? Is that what happened?
Yeah.
Oh wow. And you're not going to slash anything else up out of pure rage and anger?
Looks
I
at
don't
Iriha.
think so. This place hasn't done anything bad to me, except you. You're the only bad thing about this place, man.
Well, look, the last time I did something, the person who grabbed those gauntlets went crazy and ripped apart that tree.
I mean, did you take their hand?
No.
They need both their hands to wield the gauntlets.
I got their name.
We should also give that back.
Well, they're dead now, so it doesn't really matter, so I kind of just have it in the reserve. But you don't seem like bad people. I'm sorry. Okay, sorry. The rest of you don't seem like bad people. Jury's still out on that one, but
I think I'll live.
I hope not. You want your hand back?
I already have my hand back.
Do you want it back?
I have it back.
Do you want it back?
Asherah, please, you know
You want it
exactly
back
what he's trying
on,
to say,
is what you should
right?
be asking.
Yes, do you want it back on?
I want you to reattach my hand to my arm, yes.
Okay.
So
Where it normally was,
attach-
as a regular
And then
function
you
of
get
having a
two arms
regular
on one-
hand.
And then Asherah gets 2 hands on 1 arm.
No big.
Gods, you guys are no fun.
Yeah,
Alright.
I
I
know.
plunk him back down again.
Wait.
Back up.
Okay, are you done bloodboarding me?
No, we'll
Okay,
see.
well, wait.
Bloodboarding? That sounds so cool.
Like the second time I've done this.
As soon as I do this, I need you all to leave. You don't get hurt in the crossfire of me and my patron, okay?
Patron
And-
who?
My,
Yeah.
It's not important.
It's
but-
important.
It's not important if you get the hell out of here as soon as possible.
You seem to forget that who has the power to bloodboard you again.
You could, and I can reattach your arm right now. I don't care if I drown.
Reattach your arm, we'll talk about the patron.
Fucking blood bathers. Fucking weird hoarders of weird magic shit.
I like leave forward like I'm about to push them in.
Stop.
Put the hand back
All right.
on.
Consider this contract. Pulls out like a little tiny slip of paper. Broken. Sure, you kind of feel this like strange, like glowing energy surround both the stump of your forearm and your hand itself, and you can just feel that kind of it cracks back into place. Fully operative. Moves back around like a normal hand. Okay.
Well, thank you, I guess.
Of course, don't mention it. Now, I don't know if you guys know anything about breaking contracts, but
A little.
kind of a big deal. Kind of a big deal. So you might want to get out of here. You got what you want, right? Your hand's back. I'll stop bothering you. Just leave me alone, please.
Who's your
Okay,
patron?
how do we get out?
I'm at no liberty to tell you.
But how do we
And
get
I'm at
out?
liberty to let you out of this bag.
That's fine. Bring her. Bring her to you. That's okay. I will bring her to you if you drown me.
We should get rid of this fairy.
Yeah, you should. Good idea. Why would you do it already? Jesus. Jeez, gods above.
But pixie dust always goes for high prices. It's not a guarantee.
No, it doesn't.
Well,
Well,
How do we get out of here?
party.
the same way we came.
Yeah, just follow back through. If we grab the leaf. How are you feeling, Iriha? It's
I think this feels pretty cool, actually.
it's weird seeing a wielder of those.
They're like tiger claws. Honestly, I like them.
I'll send you a picture of what they look like after the session. I have a sketch of it somewhere.
They are the gloves from Hades.
Essentially. I have them drawn somewhere.
I think I'm gonna call them my tiger claws.
Okay.
as a nickname.
Okay, yeah. Very, very haphazard sketch, but they kind of look like that.
That's
Right
cool.
there. Very haphazard. Like, a lot of
Ooh.
embellishments and, like, you can see, like, just these... Yeah, thank you. Yeah, a lot of, like, sharp pieces that kind of go down, like, jagged like that. Jagged down your arm. And these 3 long claws that come out of it on each arm. They are retractable, luckily, so you can still do your everyday tasks if you still want to wear them.
All right.
Yeah. Just a stick. And yeah.
I'm Wolverine.
Let the fairy out. Shake him off. That's very valuable. It's mine. You can't have it.
Okay,
Anything
alright.
else you might have found in there too.
Who'd you get this from anyway? What the hell is all this?
Dragon's blood.
What the hell is all?
And I'm gonna grab the fairy and I'm gonna fling him to the forest.
Twinkle star ding, as it disappears. Team Rocket style.
Should we get going?
Yeah, I don't want to be here anymore.
Yeah,
Okay.
makes sense. Let's go.
Mm-hmm.
All you did this year was just get your hand taken away.
Alright, just
We're
against the
nature
wind.
experts, what?
Follow me. Karash just kind of gestures you all to follow him. Kind of walks with his shepherd's hook, just kind of shepherding the crew.
Hey.
Okay, looking around, no more fairies. Yeah, I never saw those guys when I first came here. It's kind of weird. I mean, I saw them, but they never talked to me. I guess they just like playing tricks on the most random of people. Oh well.
Oh boy.
Oh, Kevin joined the one-shot channel for a second. Hi.
I clicked it by accident.
You're good. You're good.
No problem.
Good. Yeah. All right, and then Karash brings you guys back over. Just pick up one of the leaves here, and as he picks it up, you can see the shimmering portal once more, and we'll pass on through. Great. Awesome. Everybody ready?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, let's see how things are looking back out there. And he long steps back out through the other side.
Everything's on fire.
Yeah, everything's on fire. There's like the ruins of Elendrell.
It's been 20 years.
True.
well,
Because
time-
changes.
I will say,
Time is
Um,
Wobbly.
Milkus is now 20 years older. Okay.
yeah,
Now he's just
I'll
like,
say, it did feel like 20 minutes passing in the Fey realm, but in the Material realm, only 10 minutes have passed.
Oh.
So yeah, it's about 6:10 right now, and you guys pop back out, and you can see now, kind of looking back out, the cart is still there, and you can just see in the distance, the elementals and the Barl Girl are still brawling, just throwing punches at each other as people still go crazy. Oops! Oh, wrong song, but huh?
how long has it been?
It's been 10 minutes.
Oh my god, what is that?
Yeah, I think I picked the wrong song. Oops. Okay. That's for Fast Forward Battle theme, but here, we'll do this one instead. There we go. You guys come back outside, and you can see now, gathered near the exit of the entrance of Elendrell is hundreds of orcs, of half-orcs, humans. You can see a couple of dwarves and half-elves in there, all standing at the ready. Near the front of them, you can see Bialdo and Ubada just kind of like waving over to them. Waving over to you guys. Just
Hey.
gesturing like quickly.
All right, let's go. Hurry up, everyone.
But the cart is still there?
It is, yeah.
Hurry up.
You don't see anybody
Okay.
you don't see anybody at it though.
Okay.
Can I go check it out?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, let's try hushing that.
Okay. Finally, Iriha, are you going up to the crowd?
Sure.
Ravi, are you going? Which way are you going? You going to the consortium card, or are you going to the crowd?
I'll go with Iriha.
Okay, sounds good.
Yay.
So for you two, you guys run to the crowd. Ubada asks, "What took you so long?"
Oh, just a little bit of Fey wild nonsense. Asherah had her arm taken away. I mean, her hand taken away.
Oh,
And I got these nifty little claws.
Yeah, some stuff happened. We're good now.
you did.
I sure
Yeah.
did.
Can you do the thing that Krush was talking about? The sh.
Oh, yeah, sure.
I will say they don't retract because you are not attuned yet.
Okay, well, I guess I can't really retract because I'm not attuned to it, but I have them now.
No, give us some time. Give us some time.
course.
I will say the 20 minutes in the Feywild counts as 20 minutes toward the attunement because it did the time dilation. You did feel 20 minutes passing the time, so.
Gotcha.
So yeah. Well, actually, because you only had it for I'd say like for the last like 5 minutes of the time, you'd have 5 minutes of attunement already done.
All right,
near
fair
everything.
enough.
Okay, yeah.
Fair enough. I'll take it. I'll take it.
All right. But you can see they all stand before you, and Ubon looks at you and says, "All right, well, you want to lead them?
Sure.
I'll let you take the stage." She kind of bows off to the side.
Oh shoot! I have to say something. Okay.
Gianna like sits on like a little like shoebox for you to stand on.
Everyone of Eladrome, we are tired of the oppression of the good of the order.
Yes, we are! Yes, we are!
Yeah. It's time for us to rise and save everyone who needs to be saved and destroy this tyrannical system that has kept us oppressed for so long.
Yeah! A bunch of cheering erupting throughout the crowd. The morale is high right now. They see these gauntlets. You hear people going like ooh and ahhing.
No longer will anybody be fed through the feeding.
Woo!
And no longer will we serve people who do not have our best interests at heart. Today,
Woo!
we will rise!
The crowd starts going crazy. Woo! You hear them saying like, guide us, guide us, guide us.
Oh shoot! I think okay.
You can see Tribs, the large orc with the orc blacksmith, passing out weapons to the crowd. Just you can see some kind of like hand axes, bows, swords, all being passed out.
All right. So now that we have everything in order, I guess it's time to take down the good of the order.
Yeah! Crowd goes crazy, and they file behind you. Meanwhile, you two, Asherah and Hush, you guys enter the cart itself.
Yeah. While we're walking, I'll talk to Hush.
Mhm.
Thanks.
How's the hand?
I was just getting used to it not being there. But it's nice to have it back. Yeah. Thank you for
We need you at your fullest. So.
bloodboarding the fairy.
Nothing. It was
Yeah. Anyway,
funny, if anything.
It was funny.
let's check out the cart.
Okay.
Yes.
You guys come over here. There's nobody here. It seems to be a double-decker cart. Large black paint with a white eyeball in the middle on each side. The door doesn't seem to be locked right now. There's nobody inside. There are a couple of horses that were leading it, but they're just standing idle. You go inside and you see this really nicely looking cushioned kind of seating, painted sleek black wood. You see a couple of chests in the, what's it called, just below the seats as well.
I'm ransacking the place. What is in here? I'm taking their shit.
Hush, do you know of any gray-skinned tieflings with the Seekers? Because we saw a gray-skinned tiefling.
Of the 4 people I know, Consortium DJ, is that one of them?
Nope.
No, right?
Mm-mm.
They don't
What?
ring a bell?
So,
Fire or something?
player in the midst, I presume.
They look Consortium DJ?
The tiefling?
Yeah.
It was hard to tell from where you were, but they were traveling with Kana. They were wearing like dark black garbs with like a small kind of like cape/cloak around them. It was hard to tell from where you were.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Were they hot? It's
Probably.
the real question.
You have to find out.
Next time when the Province of Chaos.
Yeah, I searching the place for items, first of all, any kind of crap they may have that's just like stashed away in the cards, any kind of notes, letters,
I'll help
written
Hush.
correspondences.
Okay, make an investigation check with advantage since the share is helping you out.
Guidance!
Who's better at...
I have a +1, so...
Oh, okay, then I'm better.
Yeah.
Oh, 18, baby.
Nice.
Guidance. 2. What, dirty 20. I didn't even check what my actual thing is yet. $23.
Nice.
All right. Okay.
Baby.
So you look around, you see multiple chests lining the bottoms of the seats, all looking very slickly designed with these strange like embellishments on them with like an eyeball symbol on them. You do see near the on one of the seats like a bunch of like papers and correspondence. They seem to be notes on you, Hush. They disclose your full name on them.
Oh my.
Mm-hmm.
I'm grabbing these. Also, I'd like to note, I am like searching not to be like, oh, like no one was here. I am breaking into these things. I'm pulling out shit. It's gonna be a mess when I leave.
Gotcha. Are you opening any of the chests?
I'm gonna grab all the papers.
Okay.
So
Should check if there's traps on the fucking.
There is
magic.
a map. Oh, it's called. There's a map of Elendral as one of the papers as well.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Anything marked on it, or is it just?
Huh?
Anything marked on the map?
It doesn't seem like it. No.
Chest. Grab all the papers. So
Mm-hmm.
I'll read through them later if you want to send me relevant information that I'll go through.
I think we need to prepare it.
Anything else? Yeah. I don't know if you've written it, and honestly, I would not have written it.
I haven't, luckily, so thank you.
Yep, these papers say, oh my god.
Wait, my vision, oh what the fuck, I can't see anything! No! Then I look up, oh it's fine.
Anything else in
Okay,
your
Lauren
chest?
keeps
Are they
them.
locked?
They seem to be open.
I mean, let me check for traps as I go. I don't know if these guys are crazy.
What was your investigation check again?
23?
What's Connor's spell save DC?
Lower
Oh,
than
okay, yeah. There were glyphs on each chest.
Basic. Push past them. You really hire anyone nowadays. What's in the chests?
Well,
Well,
you
you'd
can
have
find
to
the glyph, but what's it called?
You would have to dispel them, I think.
Oh, the glyphs are keeping locked, or were they
Yeah.
traps?
It seems like they are triggered when you open the chest.
Only one way to find out.
Exactly,
right?
AJ. Lorem ipsum. It's- Are you popping one open, or are you just gonna?
Are you cracking the cold one open?
Debating.
You don't have any. Think for magical effects, Asherah?
I don't
They're
have.
very clearly trapped.
I don't think I have them prepared at this moment. Ravi has the spell magic.
Oh, that's funny.
I know that. We could just shove these in a bag of holding.
Dispel magic? No.
Yeah, are these
well,
like attached to the cart, or are they?
They're not. They're just underneath the seats.
I
Just look down
have
there.
a
I'm gonna
bag.
spill some magic blood, some dragon's blood, just to make the space.
Oh God.
Entire floor's covered.
I
Aw.
also have a bag of holding.
Oh, that also works. I'll leave the blood.
Just scooping it back up into the bag.
Hating the floor.
Here,
It's a gift.
just
You see a little
I
bit of,
start
like-
putting the. I don't know how big the chests are, but I start putting them in my bag of holding.
They're each 25 pounds.
That's
Well,
fine.
my bag of holding is like empty.
Okay, so yeah, you can easily hold like.
I think just my crystal ball, probably.
Yeah, okay, yeah, you're fine.
By these being on our person, will they be protected against divination through the amulets?
That's a really good question.
They're also in like a pocket dimension, though,
Yeah,
right?
technically in the ethereal.
Yeah.
What am I sucking?
Damn.
No, they can't. They got no ways of tracking it if they're gone.
That's very funny.
Anyways,
Yeah.
they're in
Alright.
Asherah's bag.
Yep, they are in my bag now.
Anything else in here, DJ?
Just the papers and the chest, and that seems to be just about it in terms
So
of.
I'm gonna like kick the beds.
It was a double decker, though, right?
Yeah, top deck has the has like bed has like bedding and stuff on it.
Sleeping area. I'm gonna like break a window and throw out some blankets.
You everybody in the crowd, Ravi and Iriha, you guys can just see like looking up, just the cart window just shattered and some stuff fell out.
Oh, man.
Oh, also got a prestidigitation,
those guys
like,
are here with us for the
shit
rebellion
all
too.
over the
Oh my god.
So there's dragon's blood on the floor.
We run a very immature campaign here. Very, very serious.
Their
Yeah.
beds fucked up. Their shit stolen.
There's shit all over the walls.
They're sleeping. God, shit on the walls.
All
That's
right.
everything, right?
Yeah. Yeah, it sounds good.
That'll show them.
Mm-hmm.
Should we get going, guys?
All that's missing is like vandalism.
Go. Let's join everybody else, and
A revolution to be had, yes.
Yeah. As you guys look out the window, you can see Iriha just commandeering like a whole giant crowd of people cheering as she speaks. This like kind of like a warrior spirit bolstering her. Iriha, make a performance check actually with advantage.
Sure, I'd be happy to.
Mm-hmm.
Performance check?
she's quite inspirational.
I didn't tell her I said this, but she's always been a little awkward still, but she's fitting right in place here.
Yeah.
Indeed. Let's see.
It's her purpose.
Bam, bam. Oh boy, nat 20. Alright.
There we go, yeah. So even though a lot of these townsfolk don't know how to fight, you've given them the motivation and energy to fake it till they make it, to act like they can. They, like, even though they don't know their way around a sword or an axe, they will damn well try their best because of what you've told them and what you try to inspire them with. And with that, you watch Asherah and Hutchins, you guys like rejoin the group as the gates come crashing, the door comes crashing down from the gate and pouring into the city. There's over 400 people running forward, charging, yelling, screaming, and getting ready to retake Elendrell. We'll find out what happens.
Can I release one of their horses?
Yeah. Yeah. You have one of the loops.
Untie, unbridle, the horse goes running.
It's just running, starts going crazy, just running into the group
I
as well.
untie the other horse.
That one goes running as well. They both just kind of...
Let's create the chaos!
What's it called? I will say before you guys before we head out, Koresh kind of still like looks to you and says, "You'll be needing this," and he gives you a saddle, and then he shepherds over an Aurochs for you to charge on in.
Whoa! Let's do it!
Yeah, for Elendrell! And then like he gets on one, and you guys all charge forward into the gates, ready to retake the city on the next session of the Puppets of Chaos. Separate Strikes.
Good speech, Iriha.
Yeah, good shit.
Ravi, like when that was happening, Ravi definitely would have been like, "Oh my god!" Like,
Yeah.
I got some energy from that.
All right. Yeah. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. This episode will be up 12 o'clock p.m. EST tomorrow on YouTube. YouTube.com/@TheRoaring20sTV. We'll be posting more there soon, and yeah, we'll see you guys next Sunday. Same Puppets time, same Puppets channel. Take care now.
Okay.